Hence the reason of those requirements. And people just misunderstanding, oh, how come a Lego game has these amounts of requirements? The reason being is you guys haven't, these people haven't played Lego games and don't understand how they work. They're really good. Really, really good.
I'll be
Anyway,
honest.
I respect.
You may make me a believer.
Oh, trust me,
Bro,
the Lego
I'm
games have been
telling you,
stepping
dog.
up. All
Look
the
at it.
all the
That-
new
that
ones, all the
that
new
game
ones been
was
stepping up their
sick.
game. Even the Star Wars Lego game is getting good. Like the Skywalker one, oh my god.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been as fun as it was. That shit was sick.
Yeah, like I said, like even the Lego Horizon is good, so you know that's good.
Yo, it's wild that the only Batman game that I get to enjoy has to be a damn Lego game.
Hey, it's a good Lego game.
It's a tragedy, bro. This shit's
you
a
would have
It's a
told
tragedy.
me
good one. It's a
at the
good
This-
one.
beginning
This shit is
If-
trash.
if
The
you would've
best
told me-
Batman game for the generation is a Lego
for the
one.
generation, yeah. If you would have told me at the beginning of the generation that the best Batman game would have been by T2 and not fucking
No, TT.
Rocksteady, I would have
TT.
TT.
Not T2.
TT.
Yeah, TT.
If you would have told me that it would have been by TT and not fucking Rocksteady, I would have said you're lying. Fuck you.
But you can build the Batcave, like literally. So like, I'm not sure if you guys seen the video, right? You have every single Batmobile, like covered from one side of the cave to the other cave, and the other side, you have the suits, and you have Alfred coming and helping you. It's just you can have the T-Rex, showing up in your Batcave as the missions progress. It's so impressive. The amount of stuff in it is it's like I'm not sure anyone will be able to finish it in 60 hours.
Oh no, it's
Given-
gonna take some time.
yeah.
It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
shit,
not beating that before 007 because it comes out like 4 days before 007.
Sure, that's gonna
Yeah.
take longer because that's the same people that dealt with Hitman. So that's gonna be a lengthy ass game. No cap.
No, they said
I heard.
with that one, they
I heard it's
said-
linear.
Yeah, it is.
007,
I heard it's
yeah.
linear.
20 hours, main,
Like 20
main,
hours.
main mission and everything, 20 hours. But the thing that they're doing is post game, they're releasing, playable environments. So it's more like a first single player section, and then the live service version comes in, and during similar to I don't know GT7 or racing games, right? So they'll release or Hitman. They'll release a level and say who can complete this level without alerting anyone at as a world record, or who can kill everyone within this level the fastest and get out, etc., etc. So those are the things they're introducing post game.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm still upset that it's a Lego game. Anyway,
Liar.
It's Lego game.
so I don't play Lego games, man. I mean, it's all
You're gonna
right.
play that
man.
one, though.
Like, listen.
You're gonna
I am,
that
I am
one,
cool. I'm probably gonna bite the bullet, but I'm being forced. All right, I'm being forced. Hey, I'm doing this under protest. If I do play Lego Batman, it is under protest. That is an official statement. It is recorded for the record. That game will be played under protest. So when I'm playing that game and you see it in my, trophies, there's an asterisk. This was done under protest because I'm taking this. I'm being hostage. I'm being held hostage here. This is a hostage situation. I should sue because normally I don't care about Batman Lego games. There's Batman Lego games. There's Star Wars Lego games. There's all type of Lego games. That's cool. But I was never forced because I have the games I wanted. I had like the Star Wars that I wanted. Like Star Wars Unleashed and shit like that, right? And then of course I had the Batman games I wanted. So I was cool. But this is different. This is like if I don't play this Lego Batman, then I would pretty much go the entire gen not playing a Batman game. Because there's nothing else. Because somebody thought it was a good idea to put Rocksteady. Somebody within Rocksteady thought it was a great idea to do a Suicide Squad live service game. Somebody thought that was a brilliant idea.
They did mess up on that one.
Like brilliant. Like, oh man, let's make a game where we can play as Captain Boomerang. Cause Lord knows we're itching for that shit. Gamers just can't wait to play as Captain Boomerang and fucking Man Shark.
That game.
The fuck were they thinking?
That game was supposed to us playing as the Justice League turning evil, and they apparently in some shape or form they scrapped it. So you could be evil Batman and evil Superman and evil such and
That's
such.
because
I don't know
Lord knows
why
that's
they
what we want.
scrapped it.
Because that's
Yeah,
really what we want.
yeah, yep, and they scrapped it, and hence the reason, right? You have Metropolis and all that grand city developed and etc. But whatever the reason, maybe it was development issues. Whatever, they switched it from the Justice League to the Suicide Squad fighting the Justice League.
Yeah,
And
because
calling it
that was great.
right now.
Great
Calling it
idea.
right now, chat. I'm calling it right now. Lego Batman's about to be Porter Rock's game of the year.
Me thinks you protest too strongly. I think you're a closet Lego player.
If this who mean listen, my trophies are
trolling ya.
they're like an open book. But imagine if it was.
I had to put it out there. I'm sorry.
imagine.
I'm upset about King Shark. I mean, what's wrong with King Shark? He got on jorts. I mean, that's how King of Shark he is. So I like that King Shark.
No one, I guarantee half the chat don't even know who he is. They're like, who are you talking about?
He's a shark walking around with jorts
Yes.
on. Does everybody know what jorts is? Okay, he's got on jean shorts.
It's
I mean,
like,
that's about as gangster as it gets right there.
Trying to fill in its
He got
inner
a John
John
Cena
Cena.
thing going on. He got a John Cena thing going
Hey, look,
on.
I'm telling you, it's so like how did that project get greenlit? I'm like sometimes I wonder because these are guys who are they're programmers, they do some smart shit, but sometimes like I don't know, like sometimes I think these guys don't know how to change a tire, type shit. You know what I mean? Like when you're too smart, like you talk to Elon Musk, he probably doesn't know how to actually fill up a car with gas, some type
He'll
shit.
tell you.
Like he doesn't
He'll
understand
tell
like
you
how it
knows how.
works. Because I was in that room and they pitched this shit. I would be in that room and I would look at them. So we're gonna make a game and the players are gonna play characters such as King Shark and Captain Boomerang, because apparently that's what the gamers want, right? We're not gonna make a game with Batman, or we're not gonna make a game with Wonder Woman. We're gonna make a game with Captain Boomerang.
No.
And the job of Captain Boomerang is to kill the Flash. So let's not make an actual Flash game. Let's make this game, and then it's live service, so it doesn't really end. So we're just gonna have to always create nonsense perpetually with characters that not Flash or Green Lantern, but with Captain Boomerang. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna make a big live service game, constantly feeding content, but not Flash. No, we can't do that. We obviously don't want to give the gamers Green Lantern and Flash. Who wants them? They want Captain Boomerang and King Shark. That's what we're doing here. I quit. Yeah, I'm going to Sony. I'm done. I'm gonna work for Insomniac because they actually get Spider-Man for the families. They're not giving them what's the news reporters guy, the guy that hates Spider-Man. James.
Jameson.
Yeah, they're not doing a game with Jonah Jameson. They make a game with Spider-Man. They're not making a game with Jay Jonas trying to kill Spider-Man. That's not what they do in Insomniac. So I'm just gonna work from Insomniac. Good luck with the Suicide Squad shit. Good luck with billboards with Captain Boomerang headlining it. I'm out. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't make the game. I said I'm not. You're not gonna put my name in the credits. Fuck no. Not with this game. I'm out. I'm out. I quit. No way. Yeah, but anyway, hey, welcome my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Welcome to 60 Frames No Like podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we talk all things about video game and entertainment. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, all that stuff. And I got here with the crew. Really appreciate you guys for showing up. Didn't have a Friday night live last Friday, so I was out of the area. Went to Virginia. Spent the weekend up there, particularly to enjoy King's Dominion, the Six Flags amusement park. It opened up. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go up there. Me, the wife, my daughter, we all went up there, and we enjoyed our time and stuff. And it was great. We did back-to-back parks, back-to-back days. And then on Friday night, we went to Roof Chris Steakhouse. We decided to splurge.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I was in heaven. Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh, that plate was so hot and that steak was sizzling. Like the sound alone was filling me up. Amazing.
Yeah.
But amazing time, man.
They can beat Bobby Flay with that steak.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right, but anyway, let's go around the panel. See what's everybody been up to. Chill, Will. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's good, everybody? Man, appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. Man, it's been a good year so far, dog. I'm kind of feeling like Saros is my game of the year right now, man. And
Oh,
that's
wait till you
over
play Lego Batman.
over Resident Evil.
Really?
I don't know
That's
about that.
saying that's a lot. I'm glad.
don't
I'm
know
glad I
about
have that
that.
as a topic.
It's really good, dog. It's really fucking good. I love that game.
Okay, okay. Well, yo, when Chill Will saying over Resident Evil, yo, this guy has literally the Resident Evil 2 keys in his house. You,
He is
you got it
Resident
there?
Evil.
You got it there around you? That gift that you were
Yeah,
given? The set of
yeah.
keys?
What up? Oh, here they are.
Thank God you're not in the game Resident Evil. I'd be like, you lost the keys?
Nah, I got them right here.
Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful set right there.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Yep. Shout out to the wife. She got me that for Valentine's Day.
So
Right.
that's great, man. All right. Okay. Man, good to hear, man. Damn, sorry, we're gonna talk about it. That's great. All right. Man, we got Sean K the King. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, P Rock? It's been a very, very good weekend. Well, I should say week for me because I'm almost about to wrap up Pragmata on this second to last level, and I've been actually just been getting some plats lately. So I've been a lot of platinum grinding for like the last 4 or 5 days. And also shout out to the chat and the panel.
You make it sound like you don't normally go for plats, right? Am I reading it wrong? Like, yeah, I just decided to get some plats. I'm like, isn't that what you do all the time anyway?
Yeah.
So how many plats you got now?
Well, I'm at 2275.
2275. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, you can subtract 2,200 and he'll still have more than me. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
That's
That's
about
crazy.
how much that steak cost at Ruth Chris, $22.75.
Yeah,
damn.
you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That's
You ain't lying. I'll tell you what, them waiters are in the top 5% of salaries in America, bro.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah. That
I'll tell you,
20%.
the tie is wrong.
Yeah, that
One guy told me my
20%.
tie was crooked.
I tell you
Like,
what, listen. If you want to be a waiter or waitress, you definitely want to do that Ruth Chris. Because that 20% gratuity, boy, that shit hits. The 20% gratuity
they're
is like,
not even waiters. Remember, they're maitre d'.
oh yeah,
There.
oh yeah,
They're not
Oh.
waiters. They're maitre
oh
d'.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy. All right,
They stepped
all right,
up.
all right. Hey, Craig, what's going on, my brother? How's everything?
How you doing? Yeah, just packing up still, moving here shortly. Finished Assassin's Creed Shadows, the main story. It was actually better than I thought it was going to be. It was good. I did enjoy it. I'm not going to spoil it. About to do the DLC now. That's why I was over here fighting somebody. So yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be. It was just a fun, adventurous game. If you like big open world games, it's right up your alley. Fun time. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. It's fun, good game. Lot of mystery going on in that time with how they wrote it. It was pretty cool. Great writing. God, the credits took forever, at least 11 minutes to run. That's big.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean they had Korean speakers, they had Chinese, Japanese. It's had a little bit of everything. They had everybody credited too. So shout out to them. Shout out to the chat, and shout out to King Shark because he's like the real hero.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. All right, and we got the brain. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm good, man. I'm just up here chilling. I bought Saros, but I have yet to unwrap it. It's still wrapped up in the packaging. I've been lost in Crimson Desert, and that's about it with me, man. Between Crimson Desert and family, that's all my time.
When you're ready to rage, go play some Sorrows. Like if everything's going too good in your life and you need a little bit of friction, go play some Sorrows. Boy, that's gonna bring some friction in your life.
Is it
Can't
worse
wait
than
to hear your first impressions.
No,
It sounds like
like I don't know. Some people say it's easier, maybe with the modifiers. I haven't got to that point yet, but we'll talk about it. But like,
You have to unlock the modifiers.
yeah, like I'll tell you what, bro. This game was like I'm still on the second biome, bro.
Okay.
Doesn't the second biome remind you of Zion from the Matrix?
In a way, yeah, the metal, like the metal. Yeah,
That's the way I look at it, though. That's one of my favorites right now.
but the second biome, we'll talk about it. All right. Who's the guy with the Gears of War? Is that Terbent or I don't know who that is?
I think
you
this
talking
one,
about-
yeah.
Yeah, it is Turbine.
Oh, there's him. He changed his picture.
Oh, that's you. You switched
Man,
up.
always changing his picture.
Yeah, no more.
He didn't even
crazy.
have his name. It's like it says one. I'm like, who the fuck is
No,
one?
The one. The one.
What's going on, brother?
Shit, not much, man. Hey, P-Rock, you never told me, bro, that you're on Star Wars, bro.
All right, okay.
I've
I want to
been
hear
on
this
my- I've been on
bullshit.
my-
I swear to God, if you say I'm like that weird dude, what's his name? For fucking the first three.
Bro, I've been on my for the past month I've been
Let's
kind
hear
of
this
checking out
bullshit.
some more Star Wars shit because I got Disney Plus, right? So I've been watching
Hey,
some of that stuff.
let's
And
go.
then I came across this show which I don't recommend, but there's one of the shows, the Star Wars show called The Acolyte, I think. And
Okay.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
P-Rock
Oh, yeah.
is in this goddamn show.
Oh, that dude does kind of. Yeah, I know.
That
You're
dude,
talking about.
I posted, look at the general chat. Look at this photo right here.
Who?
Motherfucking P-Rock is a Jedi Knight, bro.
What? That dude don't look like. Get the
with
fuck.
the Killmonger
I know
hair.
you're trying to. I know you're
He got
talking
the
about.
he got the woke Killmonger hair slash
The
Eddie
woke
Gordo
hair.
going
The
on.
woke, he's woke now.
The Taino Indian genes are strong in
Oh
Puerto
Is it-
man.
Hold on.
Oh man.
Hold on. Let me show the
I know what you're
chat.
talking about though.
Rico.
Man.
P-Rock, bro.
Okay, fine.
That boy look like P-Rock. I'm like, oh shit, there go your family.
Nah. I
No.
like that show, but yeah, a
No,
lot of
but
people
okay,
did not
on a
like
real
it.
tip though, because like I said,
Is this-
I've been fucking
Hold on.
around
Let the
with
chat decide. This looks like me, chat.
Yeah, that kind of do look like him. But hey, no, Maul Shadow Lord, fantastic show, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
real good. Yeah, that's
that
real
shit
good.
was
Wow.
crazy.
Is
I did not
animated?
expect that. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
good.
it's a really good looking animation though.
Yeah, they're new. They got a new animation team on it. They got their new technology on it. It does. He's right. It looks. You may not like it. You may not like the show, but the way the show looks and is presented, top notch. I agree. 100%.
They're talking about retconning the sequel trilogy, and
That's
I
a
think
lie.
That, well,
That's a
that,
lie.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, no, it's a lie.
But if they were to do that, the Maul Shadow Lord would fit into the timeline of what George Lucas' original plan was. So I was kind of
That's
checking
true,
that
too.
show out, but that shit is
Yeah.
kind of fire though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
But
they
Yeah,
are rebooting the universe.
P-Rock been holding out
Yes.
on us, bro. He's
That's gonna reboot it.
Star Wars, bro.
If y'all didn't know, they're gonna reboot it.
Listen. If that was me, I would not be fucking with
No,
the
I'm serious,
Killmonger cut. I would be like, you is crazy, bro. I would
The Mace Windu, the Baldy, or what?
I would go for the John Wick look. Think about it.
He said
The
John
long hair? What?
Yeah, and the beard. Come on, man. Come on, John Wick and a Jedi, boy.
Crazy, bro.
Tell me not. Tell me that wouldn't be
it's funny you
crazy.
say that 'cause in
John
that
Wick
show,
or Jedi? That should be ridiculous.
The chick that plays as Trinity in the Matrix is in that show.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
in that show.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was a fun show.
I
to
did
watch.
too. I liked
But the Acolyte?
Yeah,
Isn't that
it was
the
fun to
is
watch.
it
like 3
isn't that the
episodes.
show? Hold on, isn't that the show where the chick got pregnant because of the Force? Two lesbians got pregnant.
Well, no, you need to. Well, you got to understand.
Come on,
the world of
Greg.
Star Wars.
Come on, Greg.
No, I
Greg,
am.
come on.
I am. All right, how did Anakin
Yeah,
get
no, I'm out.
created? How did
Am
Anakin
I-
get created? Am I
What?
right? All right. So Darth Plagueis the Wise.
What do you
figured
mean?
out
What do you mean? How? What do you
to
mean?
Use the Force.
What do you mean? How Anakin get created?
That's how Anakin was born. He was created through the Force, unnatural.
Really?
So the acolyte, the
No.
acolyte is showing you how Darth Plagueis learns this, where he learned that at. So that's all it is. It's showing you where the creation of Anakin was.
So
How
Anakin
he
was
learned
Anakin to have parents?
Only 3 episodes.
Anakin's
Got a mother?
Anakin
Oh
had a
shit! You
mother.
didn't know, bro? That was like
Yeah.
a big thing on the internet.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about this.
They show-
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the two chicks getting pregnant because of the Force. How did you not
created
see
light.
that?
They used the dark side of the Force. to
That
create
shit
light.
was all over. If you wanted to see anti-woke content, boy.
that
That
was
show.
woke, yeah.
That
That's the most
yo.
woke Star Wars ever.
Yo,
Like,
that
that's
is
the most woke show ever.
that shit.
that's
The
why I
the
heard that.
anti-woke caught a field day with that one, bro.
Yeah,
That shit, boy.
They had a baby over that shit. They were.
Let's talk video games.
Yeah,
Hey,
they
no,
like
well,
do that.
Hold up.
sucks.
We just
Literally
can't dive
knowing-
into it. We got we
But,
got
like-
talking to how the Force impregnates people.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly none of them saw the Phantom Menace where she said that he didn't have a dad. He was
Yeah.
just born.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I
Like I
don't
said,
know.
people don't listen.
Well, to be
I
fair-
listen to Will, people don't listen.
To be
That
fair,
was
most
a
of
thing in 1999
to
by
be-
George
to be-
Lucas. Like,
George
to be-
Lucas
Well, I
wrote
to
can't
be-
wait till they take all
to
that
be
bullshit
fair,
out.
most people pretend the first 3 never happened. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm-
the anti-woke.
I'm just saying, man.
That's the anti-woke
Fuck
people.
I'm just saying.
Cool with those now.
We're hoping somebody else.
Jar Jar.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
Jar Jar, bro. I get
We're
it.
hoping that somebody reboots the first 3 and does it right.
They-
You know, which
Yeah, it's
is-
not
until then we don't acknowledge. Until then we don't acknowledge it. We just don't
You're talking
acknowledge
about
the
the-
first 3.
the 4, 5, and 6, right?
4, 5, and 6. No, that's
Oh.
New Hope, Empire,
Yeah,
and
New
Return of
Hope,
the Jedi.
I know.
Li-
that's right.
listen,
The last
without
one was
listen, no, the first 3. Episode
One
1,
of the
2, and
first
3. Episode 1, 2, and 3. We don't acknowledge those. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those don't acknowledge. We don't acknowledge those. All right. So we know it exists. It's like that cousin. No one really wants to admit that that's your cousin. You know.
Cousin it.
You know.
How you feel about 7, 8, 9? They shit on those too.
I never heard of
Those
them.
were good. Those were fun to watch.
Never heard of it. Never heard of 789. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your people are like, yo, Star Wars started in the 80s, like nothing else.
That's it. Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. Nothing else. Mandalorian
Yeah.
Mandalorian
Oh,
happened.
yeah, Mando.
That's
yeah,
Mando.
Mandalorian.
Filoni's
That goes hard, boy. Mandalorian goes hard. Mando, yeah.
Mandalorian's my
Oh
favorite.
yeah.
I love Mandalorian.
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm watching the movie this month too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be going.
Oh,
yeah.
Open at night.
Okay.
Open at
All
night.
right.
Watching that.
All right. Okay. So Terabent, anything else, brother?
Nah, that's pretty much it, bro.
All right, brother. All right. We got
Marathon, though. Some people are playing that shit. I'm on marathon.
a few people, right?
All 2 of you.
All two
You
of
and
you.
you and J Dub. You and J Dub. You and J Dub.
All 3 y'all.
Oh, tree.
You know, there's a decent amount of community in Marathon, I guess. You know, well worth the $3.6 billion. Well worth the $3.6 billion.
All done.
Absolutely. Best decision Sony ever made.
Make good with it, you know.
You know. That's-
And the crowd goes mild.
all right. Ouch.
Uh,
All right. Doughboy, what's going on, my brother? How's everything? How's that PC treating you?
man, hey.
Hopefully better than
man.
Duke.
Hey, yeah.
You want to
yeah,
talk about
that
Star
was-
Wars again?
That was. Oh no, no Star Wars for me. But nah, yeah, man. So my birthday was this weekend, man.
Nice. Happy belated, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it,
Happy
man.
birthday, bro.
So, thank you, man. Went to go eat some little crab legs and scrimpses with the family and whatnot. You know what I mean? So that was a good time.
Oh man, my man went to
I've been,
Bubblegum Shrimp. Oh
nah,
shit.
nah.
My man went to Bubblegum Shrimp.
Juicy crab.
Juicy-
Crab. Hey, crazy name, but it was good though. Like not just the crab, but the seafood, but the wings was good too. I'm like, yo, they know what's going on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they had to jump in there.
Juicy. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, man. As far as gaming goes, man, I feel like I'm back in my mode a little bit. So I got.
How you liking Batman?
Yo, you seen it, right? You seen my pictures?
I see your pictures.
Yeah, I started Asylum. I'm a little bit into that, so that's pretty good. I'm trying to get to I'm gonna get to the rest of it. I'm loving it, man. Like I'm amazed that I didn't get to it earlier. I didn't play it back in the day, cause that game is good, yo. Y'all
See?
was right.
He said you probably went in like, damn, what did I miss?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm like, this is sick. This is sick. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm taking a new approach with my gaming. So you know how when you get married, they say you got to bring something new, something old, and something borrowed, right? So with my gaming, I'm doing something new, something old, and something emulated. So that's what I'm doing right now. So my old
man.
Well
my
played.
Old game,
Well
So my
played.
old game right now gonna be Batman Asylum. That's gonna be my old game I'm playing. My new
Well
game, I think
played.
I'm gonna try to start Pragmata. And as far as emulation goes right now, I'm going back and playing Infamous on
Oh, okay.
RPCS3 PS3 emulator on PC, and
Mm.
that's going
Mm.
pretty good. So I just started that. So that's good, man. Just
Nice.
like try to get back in the swing of thing with gaming. I'm loving it right now, and it's good. I actually
I
got
like
this
that.
part right. So I am so happy that I found this piece. It's called a Raspberry Pi Pico W2 or whatever. So I can hook up my I couldn't hook up my DualSense right to the PC. I was having issues with it. So many issues, but now I got it hooked up to where I can use it, and I actually get the haptics, and I can use the headset. I can use everything with it, and I'm loving it right now.
Oh,
I've been
nice.
yeah, man. I've been playing with that for like the past couple of days, and it's been lovely, man. I'm just so
This
happy,
this
so
guy
excited
just
with
said
that.
like Raspberry X something something. Like you just lost
Yeah.
me, dog.
Apparently,
That
apparently his
sounds
Raspberry
that's
has a W2.
that shit
That's the access
that
name.
that shit
Yeah,
is
so
science fiction talk, fool.
it's basically like a makeshift dongle for the PS5 controller
Oh,
since Sony didn't want to make one or whatever. But
I thought they
I've
made a
been
native one. I thought they make a
no,
native DualSense.
nah, they
They
didn't. No, they
Oh, okay.
didn't. No, they
Oh,
didn't.
mm.
I was wanting it. I would have had it day one, but they didn't. And
yeah.
Or
I
they just
found
came
I
out
this.
thought
with
they
a
did.
controller.
I could have
Just so you
sworn
know,
they
the
did.
controller is natively working on PC. Your PC
Oh yeah, no,
sucks.
you can definitely plug it in. You can
He
definitely plug
said
it in. But I've
he
been
said
having
your
issues with
PC
Bluetooth.
sucks.
But
He says your PC no. It
Oh,
said,
man,
it
him
ain't.
him don't like nobody's PC, so that's fine.
Listen,
What do you
man.
mean? I built a PC. You haven't seen my
Listen.
PC? That's
No,
crazy.
I haven't seen it.
What do you mean? Yeah, let me show you.
Nah, actually, he hasn't. One time, M just showed the camera
Yeah.
like,
You people don't think
I never
that,
seen your PC.
you don't remember the
Yeah.
infamous
What?
Oh,
Yo,
Ooh,
yo,
oh, you
bro,
do
nice.
that's
have
hard.
one.
Yo,
hey,
hey,
Doughboy, you don't remember the infamous
You
hold
are
on.
all frauds. All you PC gamers are frauds. Fraudulent
Doughboy,
oh
behavior.
man.
you don't remember the
How
Fraudulent.
do you think
infamous
I know that PC game is misery? I know
Oh
it.
man.
Because he has
Oh
it.
man.
Hey, Doughboy, you don't remember
Yeah.
the infamous podcast where M was like, if your PC isn't better than mine, shut the fuck up.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm
I ain't
about
see
to go back
that
and check
one.
that out. I
That's
believe
new
it
to me.
though.
All
I
right.
ain't see that one.
Hey, but yeah, man,
Well,
it's all good. It's all good.
all right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. We got Valkyrie coming back for some hunting trip. I
Hey.
heard she was in Africa, like in the safari or some shit. Like what's going on? See, look. Like I said, did I not call
You
it?
guys looking all
I called
tropical.
it.
It's
I called
looking
it.
beautiful back
She's
there.
out there. She's out there in a tiki hut, surviving.
There you
Well, not quite. It's kind of like,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Anyway.
Man, wherever you're at, I want to be there.
right,
'Cause
yo. The
that looks
vibes is
amazing.
vibing. Yeah, she got the
It's pretty
vibes out
good.
there.
Look at that. The vibe is vibing, man. You got the beautiful trees, the sunlight. Oh
I'm
my
surprised
God,
you
that
ain't
is
drinking a drink from a coconut right now.
not like oh my God.
Sounds about
Well,
right.
it's 9 a.m. right now, so.
Listen, it's five.
Well,
It's
All right.
well, you know what
It's
they say,
it's it's 5
o'clock
p.m.
somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Just
And then you
go.
gotta have
Just pretend
but
it's
I'm
5
also-
p.m. Just pretend it's 5 p.m.
I'm
because
dealing
it's 5
with
p.m. somewhere
you
else.
guys, and
Look
I'm
at
also
that.
working, so theoretically.
Look at this. Oh
I'm
wow,
doing
that is
a couple
like
of things
look at
right
that.
now.
Look at that whole area. That is amazing. I just
She
want
went
to
to
be
the
there.
motherland. She went to the motherland. Where that girl went to. Went to the
Wait,
motherland.
where are you exactly? You in Africa? Like you in?
Oh no, I'm in Indonesia at the moment.
Oh, wow,
Indonesia.
okay.
Oh, you know,
Mm.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So no shark talk
Yeah.
because I have to go surfing on the weekend. So no shark talk, please.
Okay. Look at this. This is amazing. All right. So how's everything? So how are you enjoying Indonesia?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I went surfing on Sunday. Other than that, I've been working. But yeah, I feel so sorry for me. I've been working. But, yeah.
Amazing. Live your best life. Live your best life. You know what I'm saying? That's
Always.
amazing.
Mhm.
Awesome.
That
All
sounds
right.
cool. What the waves like out there? How big are the waves?
Did you record it? Did you
On
record
Sunday.
the surfing? Can we get a
Sunday there
recording?
weren't any drones out.
Oh.
I'll pay one of the guys to take a drone out. It doesn't cost that much, I guess.
Just-
Depends. I will get one. It's just yeah. Sunday they were probably about 4 foot, so not too high. That's considered small in my longboard, so that was pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
How long you been surfing?
3 years.
3 years.
Mm.
Man. Staring death in the face for 3 years. That is incredible.
Oh God! It might be King Shark. Hey, King Shark may be out there waiting on her phone.
Oh man! For 3 years, she stares death right in the face and laughs. That is insane. That's how I look, and I'm sure M looks at it the same way.
Exactly.
does that for
It is
sport.
just you are staring at death at every moment, and you are laughing at him. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely
man.
incredible. All right, and then of course we got Entity.
Yo, what's up? Good week, Saros. And it is amazing. Cannot complain how amazing that game is. I wish it had photo mode with launch, but it doesn't. But we can talk about Saros more. Other than that, Flight Sim just got an update. Australia.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, so we could see
That's the first
Melbourne.
place I'm going. Yeah, that's the
We-
first place I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Like,
We could fly over Melbourne now.
Yep.
oh no, it's
Listen,
fully
please,
detailed now.
Jesus.
Like Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, everything is fully detailed. Like actually, how
Yeah.
it's freaky how amazing accurate it is.
Just getting a reaction from him. He's just like, this is.
We don't care about Sydney. Just don't worry about that.
Yeah, we're just gonna fly over Melbourne. We're just gonna fly.
Yeah.
Melbourne. Does Melbourne have an airport?
Stop it. Just
Does it have its own
Yeah, it's got
airport?
They have.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
No,
Melbourne's
no,
got
no,
two.
no,
Civilized
no,
Oh, I got two. See, so we could fly right into Melbourne Airport International. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
And I could do it in VR.
Yeah, you
There you
can.
go.
just Em is like, just talk video games. That's you just have one job. Just one job.
Please.
Talk video games.
Just get back on.
Just talk nothing else. All right.
Instantly annoyed.
He's just like he's getting annoyed between Star Wars and mispronouncing his city. He's done. He's like, I am done.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh man.
podcast in the world.
All right, people. Hey, we're gonna get cracking, but before we do, we're gonna get into the viewer activity. All right, we're gonna see what's popping. We're gonna kick it off with D487. He gifted 5 memberships. So 5 of you in the chat received the memberships. Thanks to D47. Please give him a shout out. Give him your thanks. Hey, I truly appreciate D. Thank you so much. We also got Major Clarence. He also gifted a membership as well. So someone received a membership. Please give Major Clarence a shout out. Also follow him on Twitter under the same name. It's a good time out there, man. Really appreciate it,
Shout
brothers.
out
Thank
D
you
and
so
Major
much.
Claridge, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for looking out. For those in the chat. Really appreciate it. All right, Glassdoor Gamer, who's a menace on Twitter. It is so hilarious. He's like
Best
he just.
follow I have
Oh
on
yeah, you gotta follow Glassdoor. It is hilarious. He is destroying PC gamers. Him and Entity with that whole Batman and people complaining that it's not optimized. And then these guys like you're complaining about because your PC can't run a Batman Lego game. I thought you guys had 5080s and 5090s. What happened? Oh man, but thank you for the super chat. Glassdoor says. PC guys in their fields. Xbox twerking for Asha. Funniest thing this week is Xbox guys arguing with PC guys over exclusive now. Have a good show. Oh yeah, man.
Chat.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's
Really?
all day on Twitter, chat. Just
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh yeah. You know, because remember, some Xbox guys, they were toting the company line. Oh yeah, games got to be everywhere, yada 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 yada. But now, where this rumors of Xbox reconsidering exclusives, now they're showing their true feelings, and the PC guys don't like it.
A couple people say your mic is cracking.
Is it cracking?
That's what a couple people in the chat said.
Test it. How about you? Do you guys hear it?
Yeah, we
I
hear you.
personally,
Yeah,
I
I heard
No,
a
but do
little
you hear the
bit.
cracking?
I personally don't hear
little
nothing. But
Nah, not now.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you sound good over here, but I don't know about that. End.
Let me see. All right, let me see. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe I have the things too high.
I heard a little bit, but they got better over time. So.
All right.
And,
Okay.
okay, now
Let's
they're
see.
saying it's better.
All right. Maybe I had it
Okay.
too high. Maybe I had the gain too high.
What the-
All right. So yeah. So now the Xbox guys want exclusives back. When they were, PC guys had the Xbox fanboys together. But now Xbox fanboys are once again separating themselves because they want exclusives back, which means, you know, they want to see games on PlayStation and they don't even want to see games on PC or whatever if it could happen. So now PC fanboys are all alone again. They are going to
COVID.
die alone.
COVID.
Watch it though. Watch it,
Buy
though,
a
boy.
dog, 'cause
You're gonna be
die
friendless.
alone.
You're gonna die alone. You know, so that's pretty
Xbox
funny.
burned down to the
You know,
ground, baby.
you know that is hilarious. You know, so what's even more hilarious is these guys begging for exclusives and they're just not gonna get it.
Deleting
Something's not
tweets.
about that life. But hey, but you know what? Let them be. Let them. They think in June, Gears E Day will be announced, and it's not going to be announced for PlayStation. They think Microsoft changed their mind, and they're not going to release Gears E Day on PlayStation. I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see what
Okay.
happens in June. I'm gonna
We are about
laugh
a
my ass
little
off,
over a
boy.
month away.
And listen, I'm gonna stream it live. I'm
And
gonna
if
stream the
any of
Xbox
you
One
guys
live.
follow Puerto Rock on Twitter, just know you're probably gonna see this a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me that. I love that meme. Once I found it, I can't let it go. Because that meme is
went
perfect.
Ham. You went ham the other day. I don't know
Oh,
if it
because I was
Virginia that
dumping.
made you choose. I don't know if it was Virginia that made you choose violence, but I was looking for that motherfucker. I was like, where the
No, because I was cleaning up my my library, my photo library. I'm like, I'm gonna dump all this shit. But before I dump it, I made like a machine gun full of tweets, and then I deleted all those photos.
Oh man.
That's why they all came out. I said, you know, before I delete these, let me just put them up on Twitter, so that way it's always on the internet and it remains on the internet forever. All right, Glassdoor
That's
game with another super chat. Says Saros easier than Returnal was just getting older.
Oh, we're just getting older.
Oh, we're just getting older. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's
Bro,
easier. At least in the
I
beginning.
died a
it is.
lot in that first biome. I
Oh
died
yeah.
a lot. I was actually pissed that M was kind of doing so well this morning. I was like, fuck you.
Listen,
I
do
tried
you
a
have a
lot.
platinum in Returnal?
No.
Oh, there you go. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
that's why he was doing so goddamn well. He was like, it's just another Tuesday.
No, but the thing is, you know, the game reminded me of Returnal because just like Returnal, the first biome was kicking my ass while everybody else was beating me. Yo, I remember Returnal. I was on that first biome in the first boss for like a week, and everybody was like on the third or fourth biome, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong here? Like I'm still on the
biome in
first
Returnal.
boss. I'm like, yo, but once I beat the first biome, I just ran right through the next couple of biomes. But I'm thinking, all right, it might be the same. Not in this game. Second biome's kicking my ass. We'll
The
talk
third
about it.
biome, when
And
before they patched it, it was hell.
Heard.
Hell.
I
Do you
Was
remember
it?
those drones? They used to like dive at
Oh,
you.
the missile. Oh, and then they had the missiles.
you-
The third biome
yeah,
in
but then when they
Returnal.
would get low health, they would dive bomb you. They
Yeah.
had kamikaze pilots. Yeah, they patched that out. But before then, oh my god, the third biome was incredibly hard. And then they had the machines on the ground, the ones that would crawl towards you. They were faster before they patched it. Man, listen, if you beat Returnal like before that patch, Cyrus has got nothing on you, basically. I'm just saying.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was bad. All right. Thank you so much.
Also,
Glassdoor.
Cyrus is easier by far. It's like at least 30% easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like after the second boss or before the second boss?
All the way
Because-
through.
Oh, because they're saying with the modifiers. I guess the modifiers just makes it too
No,
easy.
not the modifier. I
Okay.
didn't even apply any modifiers. Just the standard difficulty is much easier. And
Oh.
also because you're getting more powerful. So the more runs you have, you get way more powerful. Whereas
That's
Returnal
what I'm
was like,
thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna farm. I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
running through the first thing.
you
Just
can
keep
grind,
farming.
you can grind
And
for
Brian,
every
I'm
day,
just
you
gonna
can-
grind and
oh,
keep
yeah.
buying everything. Well, you have a
Exactly,
limit
so-
because once you hit the second boss, everything below it you can't buy no more until you actually beat the second, which is pretty cool. I think it limits how much power you can gain
Yeah, you unlock a
because
skill
the
tree
map
every time.
because the map stops at the
It's
boss.
everything above. It's everything above that you can
Everything
buy.
above you can't access.
Yeah.
You can access
unlock the
everything.
next
Yeah.
one
So
when
it's only
you
so
defeat the
yeah,
next
yeah.
overlord.
So it's only so power. You can only get so powerful until you beat
Yeah,
the
that's
boss.
true.
You have a limit,
And then
so
the
that's
higher
not too
you
bad.
go,
But
you
you're
can't
still
even
way
use
more
like
powerful.
Yeah.
For example, do you remember the second life in Returnal? You had either a parasite or you had
Yeah.
the astronaut figure. And
Oh,
those
yeah.
are the only two artifacts that would bring you back from death.
Yeah.
So it's way easier. Like it's not
Yeah.
even close.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know, man, because on Returnal, once you got the electric pylon, that gun was just that gun was a cheat code. That gun good.
Yeah.
That gun was a cheat.
Yeah.
Like you could literally pin a boss and he could go nowhere.
It wasn't my favorite though. Like
I
people
made
love
like
the
a little
gun,
web.
and like
Where you going, dog? You
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere. You're just consistent depth. I love that gun.
Wait till you get the crossbow in this one.
yeah, the crossbow is good. Wait,
That
which
shit
gun are
is
you up to?
fucking goated, dog.
You know which gun I hate, though? You know, let me finish because we're talking about the game. Well, let me do with the super chat. We got Glenzer. Thank you for the super chat. Says IGN has a great reviewer who posted how to defeat Prophet. PR77 gets 2 seconds to recognize that voice. Wait, let's see. What video you talking about? I got 2 seconds to. Let me see. Let me get this video up.
Is it Ryan McCaffrey?
Let's see. Let me pull it up.
Is it good or Firmway Ryan?
Let's see. Okay, so this is the video. Let me put it up on the screen. Saros, how to defeat. I already beat Prophet. This is the first boss. But let's see. 2 seconds. All right, so 2 seconds to recognize the voice. Let's see.
Let that bring your
Is it
guard
that same?
down, as it can still be a challenge for those unprepared. Since this is the first boss, and
I have no idea. Anybody recognize that voice?
I do not.
you're still building up your integrity
You're
and
not
power, we do recommend
Frost.
exploring the first
That would have been nice.
That's not Frost. I definitely know her
Oh
voice.
no.
That's definitely not Frost. That girl said, hey, go suck a D to me.
Damn. To
Because I
you?
called her out. Yeah. Because I called her out on
Oh,
her stupid
man.
ass Sony's a dead man walking.
Oh, okay. Well, see how that turned out.
And then she got then her whole Twitter got nuked. I have no idea who that is, bro.
Wow.
If I had to recognize that voice for $1 million,
You lose the million.
what easy. Well, I appreciate it, Glitzer. Let me know who that was. Did anybody recognize her voice?
No.
No.
I have no idea. Glitzer's probably like, you guys are a bunch of non-gamers. All of you.
You said Eric Cuts for the win?
That's Eric Cuts? Get the
Yeah.
fucking now. You know what? It is her. That is her. That is Erica. Holy shit. I forgot. I did not even think of that. Oh shit. Shout out to Erica.
Too much water, girl?
shit.
Is that who that is?
Too much water.
Too much what?
Erica.
Too much
You know,
water, girl?
yeah, she does a lot of gameplays and she did a lot of like the Souls games gameplays, but I think now she's doing gameplays for IGN. You know, her channel's Eric Cuts for the win.
Oh.
Let me see. Hold on. Shout out to her though. That was her thing. Damn, you go ahead, girl. Let's see if I can get her on the guest on Friday. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Let me go up. Eric Cuts. There you go. Yeah,
Hey, one thing.
Eric. Yeah, this is
That
her
video
right here.
quality was a lot better than what IGN normally posts.
Yeah, this is her channel right here.
You talking about like the gameplay or actually the video
Gameplay.
quality itself?
Yeah, this is
Or
her
yeah,
channel
the
right
video
here.
quality.
This is, in
it's
fact,
like
she's live right now.
Saros
Saros live. Trophy hunting continues. Uh-oh, Sean. Uh-oh.
Well, I'm cheating, so you know I'm going to be getting
Uh-oh.
already.
Cheating.
I'm cheating.
Uh-oh.
Wait, how are you tuning?
I'm cheating.
Uh-oh.
I'm using the modifiers. I'm using everything on that motherfucker. I'm
Oh
cheating.
no,
This is her channel.
you're not one of them.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
yes.
I'm one of
Yeah,
them.
he's one
I'm
of
cheating.
Oh, he's
I am
weak.
cheating. I'm cheating. I don't care. I'm cheating. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think.
So
I'm
check
still
out her
cheating.
channel. She
I
has
don't
a
give
lot of
fuck.
content. She has a lot of how to defeat a lot of people. So,
Look, are you playing it for me? No. So, no.
oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh
So if you're
shit.
not playing for me, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He's like, cause in this house, I pay the rent. All right. He pulled that. All right. He said, cause in this house, nobody pays my rent. So we doing
Exactly.
this way. Oh shit. My man said, unless you pay my mortgage, shut your mouth. That's crazy. Right. Oh man. Damn, shout out to Erica, man. That's what's up. We got Pastor Joe Male Lover. What the?
What?
the
Oh
hell
man.
they- yo,
What the
Oh
What the?
man.
What
Oh
the-
no.
What? That's his
Oh
name.
man, you talking about purple passion, man. Oh no, man.
Oh,
You can't
man.
have that, dude. Oh.
All right, Pastor
What the
Joe
hell's
Mel
purple
Lover.
passion?
Saros is game of the year. Absolutely. As said by Pastor Joe's Mel Lover. Okay.
Okay.
I
Yo.
want to just
Oh.
agree with him on that, just to be safe.
I'm just
Yeah,
like we
all
just
right,
agree. That's he said. Just agree, man. Just say yes. Don't cause no trouble. Kenny Powers 76 $4.99. I give a super chat. He goes, "Hey, 60 FNL crew. We went from it's just 4 games to it's just 4 AI executives. Oh man, already. Yo, oh man, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that too. And then we got Borbor Country. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Borbor says no game on Steam has gameplay as tight as Saros.
There you go.
Well, okay. I mean that's
I
why
don't know,
Craig
that banana
says
game sounds pretty good.
the banana game.
Bananas.
Oh man.
Saros. It's
Power
puro.
War Simulator.
Is there anything more tight than a clicking game? You know, just click, instant response.
It's
That what banana is?
all right.
Yeah, it's an auto
God,
clicker.
dude.
Yeah, and so the reason that they do it is because it drops skins, okay? And some of these skins can be sold on the marketplace, right? And that some of those skins are worth thousands of dollars, which you're thinking to yourself, okay, what do you mean by skins? Yeah, I know, right? But here's the thing. The banana can have skins, which is basically just a JPEG of a banana.
Oh wow.
But
Oh man.
some of them can sell for thousands. So that's why they do it, right? But here's the thing. Somebody buys them. That's the part I never understood. See, yeah, somebody buys and collects these things. So it's actually profitable. That's what a banana game is, by the way. Because I also was confused. Okay. But yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's
so
the
it's
game.
similar to CS:GO. CS:GO be having them skins they be selling. They
Sure,
do that
except
on
this has no
CS:GO.
gameplay other than clicking.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point.
But it's tight. It's tight. 100% accuracy. No
I
lag.
can't wait for the Steam machine to come
100%
out.
accuracy. You never miss at any point. Guaranteed to hit. Oh
Can't
wow.
wait for the
KD
Steam
ratio
machine to
off the
come out.
roof.
Play banana.
All right. We got thank you so much, Bobo. Appreciate the super chat. We got DN Hoffer. The super chat says, so all this time they weren't dumb. They were liars. Oh yeah. Not just liars, but pretty much corporate slaves. Instead of telling the company what they want from the company, they want to agree with the company. Why the hell would you agree with a company when they're not giving you what you want, what you really want? That makes no sense. Especially when you're buying the product. You should buy what you want. You know, they should have been said they want exclusives or they're not buying the product. I just don't know. We'll talk about that. But
Where
yeah.
it's vault fraud, shields, and grifters.
Mm-hmm. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to hype a brand that's not really giving you what you really want. Crazy. Gordo P23 with the super chat. Thank you so much, Gordo. Gordo says, if Xbox goes back to exclusives, then won't Steam lose the most? There's a possibility of no Xbox or PS games on Steam. PC gamers deserve less. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like if I was Xbox, if they're gonna do exclusive, do it all the way. If you're gonna put it on PC, don't put the game on Steam. Keep it on your store.
Windows
Well,
Store.
you guys saw the Steam controller, right? That is
Yeah.
not compatible with any other
Windows.
any other store. Yeah.
Nope, it's not compatible with Windows or any other store.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
Xbox.
yeah,
nothing.
they have an
It's the worst thing
exclusive
about it.
controller.
But it sold out though. It's crazy. I don't know how people bought it.
That's crazy. Man.
Yeah, it's
Because
crazy.
PC gamers are not PC gamers; they're console gamers in disguise.
No,
Don't lump them in with us.
they're more than
Not
meets the
with
eye.
Fuck.
All right. So we went through the viewer activity. Really appreciate. Thank you so much for rocking out. While you're here, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stick around and enjoyed the show, enjoyed the panel. We got an awesome panel, the best panel. This is the best podcast with the best panels. I got people all over the world. I got people from Australia. Australia, soon to be the 51st state. Yep, that's what they want. They've been asking me. I received, the Prime Minister sent me the email personally. They want to be the 51st state, and we're going to do it. We're going to get the deal done because it's great. Everything is great. It's fantastic. You know, Melbourne, my favorite city. Love Melbourne. Love it. Beautiful culture. Beautiful. Best Chinese food I ever ate in Melbourne. Best Chinese food. Absolutely.
Oh,
You want Chinese
man.
food? Go to Melbourne. I don't know what M is doing, but he is like focused on something. My man's playing. He's playing Pokemon
I'm playing
Patapokio.
FIFA.
I thought you were on your Switch 2 playing Pokepokio. He's playing Pokepokio or something. That would have been funny.
I don't even know what that is.
I disagree on Melbourne having the best Chinese meal. The most
Yeah.
succulent Chinese meal
Yeah, it's in New York
is
City.
in Brisbane.
New York City.
No.
I
It's in
said
Brisbane.
it's Beijing. I thought it'd be in Beijing, but okay.
He said, I thought it would actually be China.
Succulent Chinese meal. You can find it, and
Best Chinese
and
food in
after you eat
China.
your- No.
This is
Best
when the
Chinese
AI come
meal?
down to Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah.
I quit. I'm out of this podcast now. They just no, I can't. They're yours.
I know. I'm just like, wait a second. What is a bunch of Americans talking about our things for? First of all, fuck you. Second of all, there's nothing that any city does better than Melbourne. Okay, nothing. Okay, we are the best Australian city. Okay, we're better than Sydney, better than Brisbane, better than Adelaide, certainly better than Perth.
Then how come we don't see brochures on Melbourne and we see all Sydney?
Because we're trying to keep you Americans away from us.
We don't want
don't
people
like you.
coming down.
Listen,
and ruining
listen.
We don't
our
want you
city.
immigrants.
Listen,
Okay.
you got magpies that attack you. Okay, nobody has time to eat because they're getting assaulted by magpies.
Listen, that's what we tell you. These magpies are actually super friendly.
I saw the videos. I saw the videos. The kids crying. They're running.
Hey, listen, that's propaganda. That's propaganda. Okay, we put it out
It's
there so
AI.
you guys can stay away.
It's AI.
Dude,
Never
they're my
happened
bodyguards.
Exactly. Magpies are very protective of us. I love them every single time.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, so when you think of a nice, good slice of pizza, clearly it's Melbourne. All right, and we got John Baptiste. All right, shout out to John Baptiste. Thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. John says, Saros just showed everyone that UE5 isn't the problem. I want everyone to refer to Saros as Game of the Year Saros from now on. All right. Okay, brother.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Game of the Year Saros. And again, if you're new to the channel, again, thank you so much. Hope you stick around and subscribe. Everyone, please hit the like button and share this out. And we're gonna kick it with the first topic. We're gonna talk about Game of the Year Saros and stuff, right? For those who played it, what are your thoughts? We'll kick it off. I know Chill Will, you've been doing some streams. People laughing at you, which I disagree because I know it's very hurtful. I know from personal pain. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, Will? How you liking the game?
They're
What
more
are your
so
thoughts?
laughing at my looks and not my gameplay.
That's ridiculous. You look great. Tell them to fuck off.
You sir, fuck off. Anyways, but yeah,
And then he dies.
Amazing, dude.
And then they laugh.
Well, I always come back stronger.
Yeah,
Sun is
that's
forever.
Right. The sun is forever. That's right.
Nah, but yeah, the game's it's amazing. As of right now, I really don't want to put the controller down whenever I play it. For me, it's my game of the year right now, even over Resident Evil Requiem. I think it's fucking great, dude. It's just crazy to me, like as John Baptiste
Wait, over Resident Evil?
Yeah, I said that too. It's serious. It's that serious.
From you.
No, I'm talking about from him. No, I said when he said that earlier. He said that before he hopped on. I was like, wait, what? Over Resident Evil.
As great as Resident Evil is, I just think there's a lot of problems with it, story wise.
Well, remember who you are.
But
listen,
I do like Saros.
my man
really
didn't like Leon was married to another dude. Like, you can't hold the game for that, bro. You cannot hold the whole game just because of that, bro. Don't be like these anti-woke guys, man. Don't do that to the game, man. Love is love. Let Leon be who he be, man. He's been through a lot. Leon's been through a lot, man.
Well, to be fair,
I'm getting chased by a giant spider. Yeah, that's true. And I'm getting chased by a giant spider, but the spider is woke because it's like
Oh my god.
So-
How the hell is a spider woke? man?
well, when you see it, you're like, oh, that thing's woke. It's coming out. Like, wait a minute, it's coming after me. This ain't no fun no more.
Oh, he got the Killmonger hair. No.
Yeah, it does in a way.
Oh,
Yeah, when you see it, you be like, oh man.
All right, so what are your thoughts on like between, especially if you play Returnal, because you play Returnal? Any thoughts on similarities, differences? What you think they did better? You know, lessons learned. What are your thoughts?
I think the particle effects that are all on screen are a little bit better. I think the gameplay is a little bit more smoother. Fucking Arjun Devraj is definitely a lot faster than Celine was. The graphics are for sure better, but as they should because it's UE5, not UE4. I can't remember if she actually had a shield or not, kind of like him.
No.
I was watching M.
She didn't have a
I was
shield.
watching
No, there was no
watching
shield.
M stream earlier, and I was like, I do kind of miss the sword, but the melee just kind of makes it, a little bit. You got to get more up close with the melee. You know what I mean? But there's a lot on there. I think the skill tree is a little OP, and it's a little fucking like it's massive, dude. They didn't need to make the skill tree that goddamn big. But I like that you technically don't unlock the sliders until after biome 2. After
That's an interesting
biome
choice. That's
4, I think similar to Returnal, after one of the biomes, the difficulty spike really goes ham, and it's kind of the same with biome 4 and Saros. But the game's fucking great, dude. It's the best haptics probably since Astrobot. I'm really having a hard time putting the controller down. Like my first stream, I was almost late to work because I wanted to beat that first boss. Like, it's dope.
How many times did it take you?
Took me 4 tries with the first boss. Loser.
That's about the
Oh
same.
yeah.
For
Oh,
me.
by the way, I'm gonna be a total asshole about people dying in Saros. Just so you know. Oh, it's gonna be great.
This coming from the guy who had to use his second chance on the first boss.
Listen, I did, and I beat him second time.
That's what it took me to beat him. Once I got the second chance.
And trophy wise, I think it's dope. I went through a biome. There's a trophy to go through a biome without taking a hit. That was kind of a fun trophy to do. There's another trophy without using
You did
your shield.
it? Were you able to do it?
Yeah, I was able to do it. And
You did it in the first biome?
Yeah, the first biome. Because I've done it so many times. I kind of know the patterns of everybody. There's another one where you don't use your shield. I think the worst trophy I've got so far was landing 7 straight shots with the shotgun. That one was probably the worst. I don't like the shotgun in the game.
I don't.
That's my only gripe. I just don't use it. I'm more.
I hate the onslaught.
I
hate that weapon.
The onslaught rifle.
Yes.
Or shotgun, is it?
No, it's an onslaught rifle.
I like the smart rifle, and I like the crossbow. Those are probably my favorite weapons right now.
Okay.
What was Oh, and I think shout out to M because they named a trophy for him. It's the Carcosian cartographer. We have to survive 33 expeditions with the sliders on.
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
Oh, that's
that day.
I thought the trophy was named Defeat Mount Midipus. All right, okay. So so you playing it, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Did you beat it? Or where you at?
I think I've beaten the first 3 or 4 bosses.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. So right. First of all, people, if you haven't played Returnal, it is still a fantastic play. What I think, so I played Hades and Hades 2, and these 2 games are extremely similar in that basically Saros is like Returnal just expanded. Like your kit is expanded, your skill tree is expanded because there is one now. The enemy movements are expanded just because you have more things that you can do. So there's more like enemies and patterns and everything to force you to use most of your kit. So that's fantastic. But yeah, it's exactly Returnal just expanded. Like it's a perfect sequel basically. Even the story is expanded, and basically it's definitely a 9 or a 10 out of 10 so far. The only thing is that the story is lacking. Still to me, they haven't written a good story because I think it suffers the same problem as I had before Bidden West, which is you went from a game where you were basically by yourself, and then you have an ensemble cast of people, but then you don't really do much with that cast. Like you don't really ever socialize or anything like that. Like you have no reason to care. Like for example, Arjun is looking for this woman. I don't give a damn. The only cool character there is Celine's character, the voice actor. Bouchard that's the only one that I care about, but that's only because of my connection to the first game. So yeah, the story is still extremely lacking in that sense. That like all of these people could die. Like for example, there's a character death that happens, pretty early on in your thing, and I did not care. Like I'm just like, yo, yeah, listen, bye, mate. Like I don't care about you, So that's something that yeah, these the developers and I think even Gorilla struggles with, which is for me, it's like this. If you're going to put an ensemble cast, I have to care about them. For example, you play Expedition 33, you care about your other party members, you play Hades and you care about the people who are again around you in the story. So aside from that, everything else is great. Like everything else is like it's Returnal, +1. It's just better. Mechanically, it's more in depth. The environments, oh my god, the visuals. Talk about the glow up. Talk about the difference between being on your own and then being owned by an actually good publisher. This is what we expected to happen with every single Xbox publisher that got bought by Microsoft. Like we thought you're gonna take what was an indie team because that's what Housemark was, because then they made Disavowed, which was Disavowed. So in any case, I just want to say it's just man from a mechanical standpoint. If you loved Returnal, you're going to love this more. If you didn't love Returnal, well, they also have you covered because you can be weak like a certain member on the panel, and you can turn on the easy. You can make it easy right in the game.
He's
So
talking
you can
Sean. He's
just.
talking about Sean. He's talking about
I'm
Sean.
he's
talking
talking
about
about me.
Sean. I'm talking about
Talking
those
about
Sean don't
scalpels
give
and
a damn.
modifiers.
He's
I'm
gonna use
talking
all the
about those scalpels
modifiers.
and modifiers.
Oh yeah, I'm
Listen,
gonna use it.
My man,
I'm gonna use it.
my man's gonna be like hip hop gamer. All the cheat codes, day one, right out the box.
You goddamn right. If it's in the game, I'm
but
using
yeah,
it.
Them
no,
God
no, no,
mode.
no, no. Honestly, it's a great thing. It's a great thing that they have it there because it allows you to obviously fine tune the difficulty and the challenge level, however you want it. But just from the default, the game does a lot more to be accommodated to you. First of all, there's no such thing as a wasted run because you're always getting more powerful anyway,
Yeah.
right? The tagline is come back stronger, and just by playing the game, you're getting better not just from your memories and your reflexes, but also just your character is improving because of the skill tree. Um, you don't get as much penalties for death anymore. Like I think you come back with your gun, for example. Like if you have a
Yes.
gun and you
The
were
last
using
gun you
that,
use, you come
you
back.
come back with the gun. You don't have to go back and find it
Instead of the
again.
basic hand
So
pistol. That's true.
exactly,
You always
exactly.
had that
So
hand
it's
pistol
just
to
things
kick off.
like that where it's like this is what I mean by it's at least 30% easier
Yeah.
because between the skill tree, you coming back with your favorite gun, the second chance being unlocked super early. I thought the second chance would have been locked behind like the second boss or something.
Yeah.
But it's like it's before the first boss, which was very interesting to me. I thought they would have at least made you beat the first or second boss before you get that. But no, it's like almost instantaneous, like I think I got it on like 1, 2, or 3. So again, it's a lot more accommodating. But the good thing is for people like myself who maybe I go through and I'm like, okay, this is easier than Returnal. Where those
Can turn the
modifiers can go the
difficulty
other
up.
way. Exactly. They can go up the other way. So it's like once you memorize the patterns and you want to challenge yourself, you can definitely turn those things up. I'm not sure if it's like a risk reward kind of a thing. Like, do they give you more listenites or money? Like, if you turn
So
up the difficulty?
there is like perks to get more leucinite, and then there's like
Yeah.
modifiers that like because there if you don't turn on the unlimited modifiers, you have to like even it out. So you can't just make yourself
Yeah.
OP right away. You have to like do something
Okay.
negative towards you as well. So let's
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Okay, fair enough. So you can't just go full board God mode and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Nah, you
Okay,
have to
fair
have
enough.
some type of negative sliders on there. So a lot of people have been
Okay,
like
yeah.
getting rid of the leucinite perk, like no leucinite spawns. They're just like, well, I already have like
Yeah.
100,000 spawn, like
Mhm.
shit like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, that economy is very broken. Like that skill tree is massive, but I can easily see like once you do like 50 runs, you will easily kind of like I guess outmaneuver whatever skill tree restriction there is. But yeah, anyways, it's amazing. Like again, story aside, and the story is better than Returnals. It's just not to the level that I think it should be. But again, this is when people say Game of the Year contender. I'm only 5 hours in, but I say it, man. It feels so good in the hand, and literally too, because the DualSense. This is probably the best game since Astrobot to make use of the DualSense, and it does it better than Returnal did, which Returnal was already doing it really well. But this one is it's a lot more reactive. It's almost like I feel like your DualSense is getting a workout. Like as soon as I started this game, I just plugged in my DualSense Edge because I'm like, this thing's gonna die in 2 hours if I don't keep it plugged, because yeah, it is constantly, being utilized. It's constantly giving you feedback. The sound is on point. Like again, I was able to beat a lot of these bosses and mini bosses simply because of the sound. Like again, the sound design is fantastic. Um, what else could you want from a game? Like it's great. It's fantastic. Definitely game of the year contender. As far as I see it, I don't think it's gonna make it to that final list for the big Game Award shows because
I
you
think
have
it'll be on the
huge
final
heavy
list.
hitters.
I don't
It's a
think
big
it'll
year.
win, but it'll be on the final
It's a
list.
big year, man.
It's a
It's a
huge
lot.
year.
It's
First
a
of all,
lot.
GTA 6 is already taking the spot.
Yeah.
There's Wolverine
Wolverine's
coming
probably
through.
getting
Resident
one.
Evil. Resident Evil is gonna take a spot.
Resident Evil is
That's
there.
that's not
Pragmata
even.
was a surprise hit with a lot of people.
Crimson Desert.
Yeah, Crimson Desert.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely making
easily.
it.
That's on there.
So
So that's you.
listen, I wouldn't
You
be
could already have a
surprised
stack
if
already.
this one, just like Returnal, kind of slips by. But listen, it is, man. If you guys want, all the people that say that Sony games are movie games and everything like that, blah blah blah.
But they won't play
This
this
is a
one.
game for you.
But they won't play
This is your
this.
time to shine.
But they won't play it.
This is your time to shine.
In fact,
And
Yeah.
just
we'll
a
talk
heads
about
up, you know how you can farm like the Lucenite, the currency? When you get further in the game and further into the skill tree, you need Halcyon like a motherfucker. So if you ever see that pop up,
always choose
grab
that.
shit, dude.
Always choose
Yes,
Halcyon, yeah.
always choose that because like there gets to a point where you just don't use as much Lucenite as you do early in the skill tree.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I need
Always pick
6 for
Halcyon.
this one upgrade.
Yeah, always pick Halcyon. It's a choice. If the choice is given, always pick that one. Always.
So it's
You can always
technically
get more
2
Lumina,
currencies.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Who else? Who else is anybody else? Henry.
Henry.
Back from Taiwan. He's back in America. You got your in and outs?
No, I haven't actually.
Nerd.
Yeah. I had KFC though. Ew. Right.
That's what you missed.
No, not really.
They got the extra
but,
crispy.
But the beef in the McDonald's are better here than the ones in Taiwan.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
the patty felt like in Taiwan because they're all like composite meat, right? So
Yeah.
the ones in Taiwan just felt like if you take a bite on it, it doesn't resist. It just kind of falls apart. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
like yeah, but the Taiwanese McDonald's had their own like their different
Menu?
advantages, right? So like you could get fried chicken there. And,
Oh yeah, that is.
before
FC,
that,
OKC,
before that,
UFC, Lakers in 5.
yeah, before that you could get like curry, like Japanese curry, katsu curry.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
The
but,
best McDonald's I ever had was in Japan. Absolutely, not even
Yeah,
close.
right.
I was like,
the toys
it's a
are more
whole,
fun.
it's a whole different experience eating McDonald's. And the second best place I had McDonald's was Germany. They have this thing called the chicken box. I tried to convince M about it. So it's called the chicken box. It has chicken wings, like party wings, chicken party wings, and nuggets in one box. That's
Have
like
you heard
it's delicious.
Yeah. Speaking of Chinese and McDonald's, and you see a lot of foreigners there, and then and I see a lot of like black people there, and then it's just I don't know how they get through because when we have conversations in Chinese, there's this phrase we use to pause, like or yeah, it sounds like the N word.
Oh damn.
So like so.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So, but it's a
Listen, they just
legitimate.
better be educated, okay? We're not going to
It's a
hold every
legitimate
single
word.
culture.
Like I've been asked about it, right? So, yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Glad welcome back.
What the fuck you
But
say?
anyway,
Oof, you're like, fuck you say? What you mean, use people?
yeah.
Oh, that's just
What are you
crazy.
trying to
All
say?
right.
What? What do you mean?
Interesting. All right, brother. Glad to see you back. Just in time to see your
good to see you
Lakers.
guys.
Just to see the magic of the Lakers, huh?
I missed the last cast by 8 minutes because you guys ended before 8 minutes before I land.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I turned on my cell phone. I was like, it's over. So-
We told people you're on the flight. Good to be back. All right. So who else plays Saros? Who else is in the panel? Anybody else playing Saros? Nobody? I think I'm the
No,
only
they
one.
never want to PS5.
Shame.
I haven't played.
I'm
it yet,
playing.
so-
Valkyrie's like, I don't got a PS5, damn it.
That's pretty much where it gets to. I'm like,
I told her to meet me here, because I was gonna be on the plane. She might as well be too, right? So, but no.
yeah, but that's because I'm here.
She's winning. While we're all suffering, throwing out controls, playing Saros, she's out in Indonesia living her best life.
90-degree, like.
I better be there.
Yeah, right.
Have a Mai Tai. Put us on sunscreen. And I'm just chilling on the beach.
What sunscreen?
Like
Oh,
what's
Well, Kira, technically, you could be anywhere, right? You're not really doing anything.
Technically, I could be anywhere.
Yeah.
I really have no boundaries.
Maybe you should enjoy this time and just kind of do a little bit of traveling.
I'm thinking, I might tell my wife, let's go somewhere. Let's go
Bring
back
some
to France.
internet so we could do this weekly though while you're at it.
I feel like let's go visit M's favorite place, France.
As you should. Go for the racism.
Go for the racism, but the croissants are so worth it. It's totally worth it. Eating a croissant.
So I've done Apple ads for the French market, and they truly are like you always run out of space on the given space. Like how your placeholder text is in English, and then you do in Japanese, you do in Chinese, you do in Korean, and the one language that runs out of space because it's so wordy is French. I'm just going. This they truly are the most romantic people because they just talk so much.
They
use so many words.
They just don't shut up. All right.
Romantic? Is that because I've already fallen asleep before the guy's already finished talking?
No.
That's romance there. True romance.
Like a hole in your head.
Somebody you can fall asleep to,
They know how to kick that game to you. That's what it is.
Right. So, Entity, you said you're playing the game?
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
So
He's
I
trying to
guess
break into the
at the end
code.
of the day, like it's guaranteed to win probably in art. The level design is absolutely ridiculous. The art design is again absolutely ridiculous. It's quite interesting that Sony with Returnal or Housemarque with Returnal made probably the best Metroid Prime game. With Saros, I hear a lot of people talk about it like it feels like a third person Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a level of truth to that. The one thing that has always caught me off guard is the blue projectiles that kind of expand but never reaches. So you're standing there and waiting. So, and I think Housemarque, from a design perspective, done really something smart. Is that Returnal was more of how to say it, like defense player, right? It kind of rewarded defense player. Saros, I think, rewards a more offense player. So, you got to be very aggressive. In the face of all the enemies as much as possible. Of course, dodge left and right and jump up. That first boss is just. But other than that, sound is amazing. DualSense implementation is amazing. I'm not sure if you guys seen that there is some potential future DLC that is going to come. And I think there's also a chance to do this game in co-op, given that we have another enforcer that always calls us, but kind of never would us. So it would be interesting to play it in co-op and how the game plays. Other than that, is like what more I can say. From a story perspective, I understand where M is coming from. The benefit with Returnal from an atmospheric perspective and from a storytelling perspective is you had that house, which was able to lift a lot of the storytelling aspect of it. just being in that house, being present in that, made a lot of how to say it, it's like storytelling without cutscenes. With Saros, I don't think we don't get that. We have kind of a hub that you can go around and talk to people. That is good, but the downside of it is I think the facial animations could have improved. So the other thing I think they could have improved on is if you hold L1, you can run faster, right? Or if press dash, and if you hold it, you can run faster. What are the other things that wasn't communicated? You can remap the buttons.
Communicated in like Biome 4 about the super dash or the super spray. I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
is.
gee,
It's just later than
thanks.
it should
You
be.
guys could have told me that at the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Okay, so he
Yep.
gets
He's right
communicated.
about
That's
that.
interesting. I haven't reached that point yet.
Yeah, and
So,
Arjun does have his own. He does have his own house, if you will, without giving any
okay,
spoilers.
okay. So
Yeah,
I haven't even reached that part yet. Okay,
yeah,
so
no, he does.
okay, so but in any sense, I think this is probably the best Doom, third-person Doom that is ever made, and I like that spin that Sony is, or with Housemarque is doing. The first one is the best Metroid, third-person Metroid that has been done. This one is Doom. I'm curious what kind of things they're gonna explore on the next one. Yeah, so that's the best I can say. I'm not far, probably you can understand I'm not far away from in the game, but man, I wish they had photo mode. Just yeah. The only thing I want now is photo mode in this game, and I'll be
Fun
happy.
fact: stare into the eclipse.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, so I want to say, I think Return is actually far more aggressive. If you want to play Returnal well, people play defensively, but then you lose the Obolites, and the Obolites disappeared way faster than the Lucinites do, which is the currency that you get for your thing. So if you wanted to play Returnal well, you actually had to play far more aggressively. This one, I feel like you can actually hand back a lot more, and you have a shield. So I think it's actually a more defensive game. It's just that Arjun himself is a lot faster. So he wants to be more aggressive. But in terms of that, the actual gameplay mechanics supporting it, Returnal, you want to play Returnal well, be aggressive and be as close to your enemies as possible, and have the best weapon in the game, which was not the Electropylon, it was the sword. The sword is crazy in Returnal. Just it can one-shot most minion enemies, most minor enemies in just like crazy. And you get invulnerability while you're doing it. It's insane.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy that the melee in Saros one shots the dudes with the red shields, but
yeah,
not basic
not the
enemies.
dudes without. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that's
so pissed
crazy. I'm
with that.
like, what? The bait and switch is crazy in this game.
Yep. Yep. And I wish it was the sword because it had more range and yeah.
To be
It was
fair though,
better.
you can pick up perks on the floor that does boost your melee. I think my favorite one
Yep.
is like immunity. All right, my favorite perks are just anything that gives you immunity. So like immunity after
Yep.
kills, immunity after dash, immunity after melees. Those are like the best ones. So if you
Yep.
ever see those,
Agree
pick
with
those
that.
up as well too.
Do not do the dash cooldown. Never, not worth it.
No,
Got me
yeah.
killed.
Yeah, I don't touch none of that.
Yeah, I learned that lesson.
Got me killed.
Don't touch my
I
dash,
learned
please.
that lesson. I went for the dash cooldown.
Yep.
Boy, when they say
And the thing is, I
cooldown,
knew that from
it's like
Returnal.
you use it once for the whole cycle.
Yep.
Like, wow, this is taking forever.
To be fair, the dash cooldown in Returnal was worse, but this one is still bad.
Hmm.
Just nothing is worth the dash cooldown.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
But in Returnal, they had one that was even worse. It was suffer damage on picking up items, and it was anything you picked up.
No,
It was any
funniest
weapon,
Kid
any
Smooth.
artifact, any key.
Kid Smooth
Yeah,
picked that one. He
Kid
didn't
Smooth,
read it.
Yeah, he got by that. Yeah.
And he picked up an item and died and ended his cycle. And he didn't understand. And he's like, what happened? What's that? And then everybody told him, yo, you picked up the wrong perk. And he's like, that's a stupid perk. Who the hell wants to pick up a perk where you can't pick up nothing? It's like, bro, I literally told you.
It was the
Yo,
worst.
God, that was hilarious.
I'm sorry.
Apparently,
That was a
Reach
troll
hard.
perk. That perk was trolling. That was just simply to troll gamers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like you
And you know
can't
what?
like
There
you
was
pick up
never-
something, you get hurt.
There was
Troll,
never anything worth it. There was never a trade-off.
It's not like it gave you like, I don't know, you don't have to reload. You just constantly shoot. Then
Exactly,
like
exactly.
something to balance
No,
it out.
nothing.
Like-
it was just a piece of FU. That was basically it. And remember, it was so hard to remove parasites because it was only certain rooms that could do it. And
Yeah,
even when
you had to
went
be in
the
that room.
machine, it was random. So you did, if you had a parasite that you really like, but you wanted to get rid of this thing, you had to take a chance. You could lose the one that you like first. You know? Oh my god. Returnal is way harder than this game, bro.
I don't know. After the second biome for me, Returnal became easy. Like the third biome wasn't hard for me. In fact, that was the fastest biome I
That's because you
finished.
got there late.
Yeah, or maybe probably. But the third biome overall was the easiest biome out of all of them.
Sean?
No. The
Wait,
third
which one?
biome was not the easiest.
Yeah, I blew.
No.
That was the
Returnal?
fastest biome I finished in the game in Returnal.
In Returnal?
Returnal, I blew past.
Wow,
That's
that's
the
like
hardest
the
boss.
hardest one,
I
dog.
blew past the third biome. I blew past
like
it.
the hardest
When
one,
everybody was
dog.
telling me it was the
Listen,
hardest,
the-
I blew past it. And then
I've never heard anyone
like
say
the
that.
other
That's crazy.
biomes took me longer, especially the first one. The first one, I was there
the
for a
hardest one was
week.
the Biome 5.
A week.
Biome 5 was the hardest, the snow one.
No,
was the
actually, it
hardest
was
by far.
no because I'll say this because biome 4 you get the electron pylon. Once I had that weapon, it was a wrap.
It's a wrap.
The electron
Listen,
pylon
the
was the cheat
Did you ever
code.
do the challenge rooms, the golden
what?
doors?
The golden doors.
Yeah, there was the challenge rooms. The ones where they just put you in an arena and you have to just survive.
Yeah, they
think
brought
so.
those back. They're called Nightmare Strands and
Yeah, they call
Saros.
them Nightmare over here.
Did you get a trophy in it? Because
Yeah.
I could check if you do those rooms. I'm not sure.
I don't know if you got a trophy for it.
I can't
But
remember.
anyways, the one in
Was-
Biome 5 was decrepit. Like it was hard. Like Jesus Christ. You
I'm
know,
telling
and the
you.
Biome 6 one was also pretty hard, like because he had that big guy that would throw things at you. That yeah, no. Biome 3 was not the easiest, certainly.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. I just went through biome 3 the fastest. I remember that one clearly.
Okay, fair enough.
It's
Yeah.
just I
But
just
the
went through
boss
it
in Biome
fastest. I
3
don't know
was,
why.
was the hardest boss in
Okay.
the game. Don't you
Nah,
think?
to be boss one. That was yo. Listen, I was literally there for like 6 days.
Do you know what's funny? You want
Because I started the game day one. People were already on biome 4, and I'm still fucking with biome 1.
listen.
Like,
listen,
and
you
I'm
never
thinking,
kill me.
I'm like, what the fuck is
Freaking never
happening?
kill me.
Really?
That first
I
boss
was like,
never
yo,
killed me
what is
once.
happening? People are talking about biome 4, and I'm still on 1. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I must, like, damn, I suck. Like, everybody's talking about biome 3. Everybody was talking about how biome 3 is hard, and then people beat it, and I'm like, I can't beat the first boss. When I beat the first boss finally, I was like, yes! I was like, F you! Yo, I couldn't do it. Biome 2 wasn't too bad. But biome 3, I actually went through biome 3 pretty quick. And I told people that. I'm like, I went through biome 3 pretty quick. Like, I don't know. I didn't
If
see
you,
why that was as hard as
If you
biome
play
1.
co-op mode,
Yeah,
Biome 2 boss is the hardest.
really.
That guy in co-op mode, because the buff enemies up in co-op mode. Obviously to account for 2 of you playing. On listen, but on Biome 2, like co-op mode, that guy is impossible to beat by yourself, man. Like so many times I help people play because once the co-op mode came, you know, you could play with other people. And I would love finding just a random cycle that a person has started and just help them, you know, get through the game. And I'm like, listen, I can help you through this whole game, but you can't let me down in Biome 2, boss. And he's like, what? I'm like, dude, if you go down, I can't revive you because this guy is fast. And he's just crazy. And then inevitably they always go down. And I'm like, what did I tell you? I told you this is the one part of the game you've got to survive.
You know?
So yeah, he's Biome 6, the boss, the final boss of the game was piece easy. That was a disappointment. That one was, yeah. You know, the Nippolite. That was the one.
The Nippolite.
The nipple like. So I would say this. So for Saros, right? For me personally, I'm enjoying the game. The only thing I did notice was like the ether, like the energy to get back energy, is not as much as Returnal. I felt Returnal, you like when you defeat bosses, you would get a lot of green energy jewels.
Yeah,
Here
synergy.
you barely
That's what I
get
called
any.
it.
Like these guys are
you need to
stingy,
get
bro.
like
Yeah.
perks to get more out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I figured if
Yeah.
they probably have it behind a perk or something, because I'm like, man,
Yeah,
But,
like
but
you
the
you
thing is
could
that
kill
they
a
can
lot of
drop more
stuff, and
frequently.
there's nobody drops an energy core or
right.
aether. That's what they call it in the
See,
game.
see yeah, the thing is they drop more frequently, but they heal less generally
Hmm.
overall. You
Mm.
know. But yeah, when you get up the skill tree, you can actually increase the probability of them dropping, and I think you can also increase the efficiency that they give you. So it is something where eventually it will balance out, I think.
Now I
Yeah.
remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. In Returnal, if you press down or left, you can actually carry energy to refill your stuff. Am I wrong?
No, you can't.
No.
Oh no, no, you
You
mean
only three
the
vials. You had like
vials? Yeah,
yeah,
you
the
could get
vials.
the
You had three
vials. Yes,
vials.
you had the vials that you could use the consumable. Yes,
Yeah,
you could.
consumables. It's a
Yes,
consumable. Does this game
yeah,
have that,
yeah.
or is that not a thing
Not
for
so
Saros?
far. Not
Not
so
so
Far, I
far.
far.
We
haven't
don't
seen
know
that.
yet. They're
Yeah.
gonna do it right before the last boss. They'll give you access. Oh, by the way, you get a consumable. But yeah, because I know you
Yeah.
consumable, you get that, and I was like, okay, I'm like,
That's
man, they're
another change
stingy.
that I didn't really love. The whole you know how you have to build power with your shield in order to fire it back? I
Yeah.
prefer the second fire in return of being on a cooldown. Like
Mm.
that to me, that was a lot better.
Mhm.
Because most of the time I don't even want to use my shield because I'm just like, well, I just want to kill you people. I don't want to wait for you to shoot at me. Then I have to
Yeah.
absorb it. So that's one of the things where I'm like, yeah, I wish we'd gone back to the other thing. Also, the artifacts are just not as impactful. Like sometimes I pick up an artifact and I'm like, okay, I'll just pick you up because you say something. Uh, it's only when you start the eclipse that the artifacts actually start to matter. Otherwise you're just kind of picking them up because you see them. But yeah, so no, it's cool. It's still cool. Overall, it's cool, but
Yeah.
yeah, no consumables apparently from the chat.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
So wow, no consumables. Okay, that's interesting. Um, I wonder would this because I would think this game would work with co-op. So you know what I like.
Yes.
So I have a thing right when developers do something with their previous games, but they repeat the same. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna call it a mistake for lack of a better description. But like for example, they release Returnal and then they release, the co-op mode later on, right? And everybody's like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." That's another thing. For me personally, I always felt okay with your experience. You should launch the co-op mode day one with the game. I think that would be a better package. It shows progress. I think they did a lot of improvements to the game and stuff like that. But I think they should have added co-op from the get-go. I think more people would enjoy playing the experience with somebody, because I would say this, like for example, Extreme, you know, you played co-op a lot with a lot of people, but you already experienced the game, right?
Yeah.
Some people may want to experience the game in a co-op mode with somebody else instead of having to
Yeah.
play the game by yourself, and now you're gonna play with
Yeah.
somebody. You kind of wish, like, man, I really wish that I could just play this game in co-op and experience all the new stuff. Kind of like Destiny, right? You
Yeah.
experience the
Yeah.
game together with other people, and it's just a more
Yeah.
enjoyable experience as you talking with somebody and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
when you both die, you can both talk shit and be like, "Man, you suck.
Exactly.
Didn't I tell your
Exactly.
ass?" And things
Yeah.
like that, right?
Don't die in biome 2. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think that's probably one of my things, my critiques for this game is the absence of co-op because I think
Yeah.
some people would have enjoyed experienced this game with somebody else, playing online, playing with a friend, right? I think it would have been a key to help sell this game too. Because like if you have somebody that enjoys the game, they could convince their friends, "Yo, buy this game, man. I'm telling you, Returnal's fun. We'll go through it. We'll bug
Yeah.
out." And the dude was like, "All right, fuck it, I'll buy it then. To play with you, we'll,
Yeah.
we'll chill." But see what I'm saying? So I don't
You're a
know. Does
thousand
anybody else
percent
feel
right,
that
Chris.
way? I think it would have
Yeah,
Thousand
been
percent
but
right.
cool.
didn't co-op come later to Returnal? I don't remember that being
No,
a
no,
thing.
but
Yeah,
that's
but
what
it
I'm
should have come
saying.
first. Yeah.
But that's the first time.
It
That's
should
the
have been
first
day
game.
one. It should have
You
it should
know.
have absolutely been day one.
So yeah, so
Because guess
co-op
what?
came. Yeah, so
Yeah.
co-op
It's
came
a
later
lot it's a
for
lot more
Returnal,
fun.
but now
Yeah.
for the second game, do more up front. Don't repeat the
But
same
man,
thing. Like include co-op from the get-go. Because now you're more
Yeah.
experienced, with the platform, you got more money, bring more to your games instead of, you know what I'm saying? because I think that would have been a nice thing to have right out the gate with people in a conversation point with people saying, "Hey, you can also play this game co-op mode right from the get-go." I think that would attract other people who like these multiplayer co-op games. If they go, "Oh, I could play co-op with somebody," versus just playing it by myself. Cool. You see what I'm saying?
So three things there. Number one, I always say that Sony needs to have more PvE experiences, and this game is tailor-made for that. First of all, the arenas are way bigger than they were in Returnal, so you can definitely accommodate two players moving in the same geometry way more easily. Second of all, like you said, it will be a huge marketing thing because that was the big thing with Returnal. People felt intimidated by the difficulty spike, and everything like that. And if you have a second person there, even if it's harder than Returnal was, at least you have your buddy there to, like actually help you out and everything like that. And you could have also have designed some kind of like synergy perks that only exist in co-op mode, So that's something that Slay the Spire 2 did, which completely different type of game. But again, you can play it from the beginning in co-op mode, and there are certain synergies that only exist in a co-op mode to help you guys actually work together as a team. So that would have been great. And I saw a person say that, the game would have been too easy. They did it in the first Returnal. Like when you play Returnal in co-op, it is overall easier than by playing by yourself. But if you've got a person that sucks on your team, it makes it way harder for you. So let me tell you, because everybody else is tougher. So it's like there is a good balance there. They found a good balance with the Returnal co-op where it's not so easy as in just two people automatically walk through the park. And I think with this game, they could have made it more punishing than that because you guys eventually get better, right? Because you got the perks and everything like that. So they could have made it far more challenging. They absolutely should have had this on day one. And if they don't have it on day one, if they could bring it out within the first 3 months, that would be, I still think, a huge selling push before people forget about the game. Because, co-op would have been fantastic.
The other thing I'm not sure, changes, maybe the story changes sometime in the future. I haven't gotten to, but having Jerome, I think he's the other enforcer. I'm not sure if he will be, from a story perspective, he will be able to join as a co-op person because Returnal from a co-op perspective made sense, right? Because Celine is going through an endless cycle, so having another Celine. Okay, cool. All right, makes sense. But the other question I wanted to ask is anybody, using the armors? Different.
I use the God of War one, and
It's just skins, right? Those are just skins, though.
Yeah.
I
I'm
used the
using
God of War one, then I took it off.
I'm using the Yote one.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
the
using
reason
the standard one.
Okay, yeah. The reason I ask is like when you go into primary, I think it's called, and the armors show up as a picture. It doesn't do any justice in terms of how good it looks in the game. Because I'm looking at the armors, it's like that doesn't look good. But when you put it on, the God of War one and the what was the other one? The Returnal one looks really, really good. The Yote one, it has a mask on, so it's kind of weird. But anyway,
that's why I like it.
I thought
Looks
the weird
vicious.
one. I thought the weird one was the Death Stranding one. I was like, why is he wearing that belt? Like, what? it was cool. Once I saw the handprints, I was like, oh, okay, that's for sure Death Stranding.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're sick.
Listen,
I wonder if you could unlock more. That's what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This in PlayStation Studio sometimes it's just like they need people like us to just give them that extra 10%. Because we would have been there like, listen, first of all, you're doing great.
We could give you like 10 suits.
Second of all, you're doing great. Put a photo mode in. Third of all, hey, listen, you got skins? Have skins from every IP from Sony. Why isn't
get a Hellgas?
This is like exactly. This is such an arcade game.
Sick,
Have a Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is literally perfect.
Yeah,
for this particular thing.
Yeah,
literally.
So it's like again, it's like they just need like a true gamer to be like, listen, man, listen, you guys are fantastic, great, but let me show you how to get the game of the year. Like, you want to win from GTA 6? Yeah, I can show you how to beat GTA 6 and game of the year. Let me just give you these final points, and we'll be set. We can beat.
It is so weird how games are not launching with photo mode at launch anymore. Like that was like the biggest. That's like the biggest advertisement tool, though. Like literally, the people who buy the game are doing free advertisement for you.
I think it takes a lot more time than
Does
people
it?
imagine that it does.
Really?
Especially
Yeah.
Sony games, because
Especially
Sony likes to
especially some
use
of
the
the new
community's
games,
photo
they
mode.
have so many options that you can
Yeah.
do. You know, if I had my dream life, I would create a how to shoot photography, but just using photo modes in games. Because some of these games, the options that they give you are so granular that it's actually fantastic. But
Wow.
I can imagine it takes a lot of time to set up.
Because
You
think
know?
about all the pictures that we would be seeing. Like in the beginning, like during the PS4 gen, or was it
Yeah.
PS this year? Like the photo modes, people were going crazy. Like literally within the first 24 hours, we were just seeing the internet was just being flooded with photos of
Yeah.
the games and stuff like that. I thought
But
that
a
was
lot of the
just a
games
great.
also put them later. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
always at launch.
Oh,
Like
okay.
there were a lot of games that put for them later. To be honest, if it's a feature priority list, you're probably gonna put that last because it's
Yeah.
like well, the rest of the game has to come first.
Yeah.
But again, things like a co-op mode though, that should have been there first. I would have made that the top priority. Like, listen, listen, do what Halo Infinite was gonna do. Release the biomes later. Just tell people. Tell people it's
You
a
get
live service.
you get the first 3 biomes.
Yeah, you
and
get
then
the
the
first three
other
biomes
two.
only.
You're gonna be stuck on the first one for a while anyway.
Just crank up that difficulty.
You know what I'm saying? We'll make you know what it is, launch the game super duper hard and then patch the difficulty down to normal levels. Make sure nobody beats the first biome. And then patch it.
Just be
man.
like, hey, listen, this boss is gonna be so broken. You guys are gonna spend 100 rounds trying to beat him, but we try to get the rest of this game out.
That would be so funny. That would have been funny. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Anyway, so it's game of the year. I'll be honest, it's an amazing game. I think we all agree. It looks gorgeous. Fluid combat. And then like for all the people complaining about movie games, like Em said, this is your time to shine. But they're not gonna show up. So that's why I don't listen to anybody.
Or
Anybody who
sad
complains about
dad
movie game, yeah. They complain about movie games, but they won't buy Returnal or Saros, which is literally Twitch shooting,
the opposite.
complex, get good type games, right? Anyway. All
But
right,
it does
moving
have a
on.
single cutscene as far as I like.
Really?
I think there's only like one cutscene when the
beginning?
machine primary gets there. But
Yeah.
aside from that, very few cutscenes in the game. So if you're like, hey, I don't want any cutscene whatsoever, trust me, this is a game for you. Oh, and also, I know that these other guys on the panel are playing on PS5 Pro. I'm playing on the base PS5. Looks fantastic, looks gorgeous. In case you're like, hey, should I wait to get the Pro before I get it? Feel free to just buy it now because your PS5 is going to run it really well. So
It
yeah,
looks
if you
good. I
guys
was
were
watching
worried
M's
about
gameplay. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. So in case you're like, hey, should I wait till I get my Pro and you have a PS5 right now? Go ahead and buy it for your PS5. You'll enjoy it. When you get a Pro, obviously you'll see the upgrade and everything like that. So yeah.
But I noticed, I guess the upgrade's automatic because I didn't see any options in the option menu. So I guess it's just automatically applied.
Yeah,
'Cause I
same
don't
thing
see-
with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
They didn't have any options either.
I didn't know, but I don't see like 4K Pro performance. I don't see none of that. I don't see anything. So I'm assuming it's just automatically applied based on your system because there's nothing that tells you select what mode or whatever. Or like PS4 Pro mode, whatever. It's just nothing. So, but game's great. One's good and stuff. All right, let's go with the next topic. Next topic. This one's funny. Microsoft.
Also runs great on the Portal. Absolutely love this shit.
So I did not bring my Portal to Virginia because I was not gonna play that game on my Portal. I said, hell no. I got a nice OLED TV.
Yeah, how's the HDR? Do it look real
Welcome
good?
to the OLED family.
That's
Well
it.
done.
So I'm not like a HDR. Like I seen some like complaints about HDR on for the game whatever levels.
it's
Like
fine.
it's not something.
I do not see it on.
But I'm not a HDR enthusiast, so I couldn't tell you
No,
or
it's
clarify.
fine. HDR is fine. Trust me.
I guess it
I
just
am.
looks good for me.
I care.
Oh, okay.
I
just
you know,
the lighting
so,
looks good, but I know there's
I
some
think the poster
enthusiasts
said
out
it
there.
looked real good, so I was wondering how to get some clarification. I was like,
There's some
Yeah,
enthusiasts
by the
out
way,
there.
I downloaded a 26 gig patch. I don't know if that was before that particular patch came around. So people could have been right, and then they just patched it and fixed it. But I didn't have to change any settings, and it looked fantastic. So there's that.
All right. So next topic, Microsoft leadership change. So a couple of key positions in Xbox key leaders from the core AI division. So more Microsoft employees from the AI division are now working at Xbox. They took over some key positions. Let me read the article. I put it up on the screen. It says Microsoft Xbox CEO overhauls leadership amid sinking sales. We need to evolve how we work. Microsoft new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma is bringing over executives from the core AI engineering group where she worked before, along with a director at her previous company, Instacart. Oh my God. Xbox has seen revenue declines in 4 of the past 6 quarters. We need to evolve how we work, Sharma wrote in a memo to staff members. All right. It says right here Microsoft Xbox CEO Asha Sharma told employees in a Tuesday memo that she's appointing new leaders as the software company looks to return its video game unit to growth. Sharma moved to Xbox in February as gaming chief Phil Spencer announced his retirement. She came to Microsoft in 2024 after executive stints at Meta and Instacart, becoming president of product in the core AI engineering group that works on GitHub, Copilot, Visual Studio Code, and other developer tools. We need to evolve how we work and how we are organized across our platform, Sharma wrote in a memo viewed by CNBC. Right now, it's too hard to ship and pack quickly. We spend too much time inward instead of with the community, and we lack the depth we need in some of the fundamentals. Last week, Microsoft reported its 4th gaming revenue decline in the past 6 quarters. Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO, said the company is trying to win back fans of Xbox and the Bing search engine and other consumers. Win back fans with the Bing search engine. Does anybody even use Bing? I don't think I. In fact, I made it a point not to use Bing. I made sure I didn't use that sucker. The Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 and Sony PlayStation 5 outsold Microsoft Xbox Series X and S consoles in the first quarter, according
God,
to
they have to throw
data.
the Switch one in there.
You know, I mentioned on a tweet that over the last 3 or 4 months, at least 4 months, Matt Piscatella has not been naming the top 3 console sales. He reduced it down to 2. He always mentioned the 3, but now he's not mentioning 3 no more. And I asked him this past Circana data and the last month before, like, hey, who's number 3? You used to report number 3, but you're not reporting that no more. Who took 3rd place? And that man's not answering. So I have a feeling Xbox is not 3rd place, and Matt Piscatella knows that that's going to cause some console war. And to which, my opinion,
Actually, the 3rd one is the next whatever that name is, next Fox or
that little Q. But I think it's the Switch One. I personally think it's the Switch One still.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
I think it's a
still
Switch
it's a
One.
Switch.
Right now, I get his concern about console war, but in my opinion, he just provides data. Just provide the data. How other people use it, how other people use it is not your concern. Like, this is the top 3. It is what it is. Talk about it, you know? And I think he's preventing conversations of, I think he's preventing Xbox being piled on, which I don't know why he would do that. I mean, it's not like he has at least that I know of, I don't think he has a dog in this race. But I think the last 3 or 4 months, Microsoft has not been 3rd place. I think it's been the Switch 1. So imagine if we consistently see Switch 2. Now this past month it was Switch 2, but you know, 1st place or 2nd place, constantly interchanging between Switch 2 and PlayStation 5. 3rd place, Switch 1, every month. No Xbox. Oh my God. Like, bruh. The internet will be in an uproar. And I think he's preventing that. In April, Sharma touted price cuts for Game Pass subscriptions that give gamers access to hundreds of titles. Xbox is bringing in new leaders with consumer and technical expertise we do not yet have, she wrote in the memo. 4 of those leaders are coming from the core AI group, overlapping with Sharma. Jared Palmer, who has been core AI vice president of product and a senior vice president of Microsoft GitHub subsidiary, will join Xbox as a member of technical staff to work on product, engineering, developer tools, and infrastructure. He will also pay attention to matters of taste, Sharma wrote. Palmer came to Microsoft in October after a stint as vice president of artificial intelligence app hosting service Vercel, which bought his startup Turbo Repo in 2021. Tim Allen, a core AI president of design and GitHub senior vice president of design and research, will also go to Xbox and will lead design. Allen arrived at Microsoft in November after spending almost 4 years as head of design and research at Instacart. Jonathan McKay, a former Meta director and head of growth for ChatGPT at OpenAI, will be Xbox head of growth after holding that title in the core AI group. Evan Chaki, a general manager in core AI, will run a team of 4 deployed engineers that will look to simplify development and repetitive work. David Schloss, Instacart's senior director of product and growth, will take charge of Xbox subscription and cloud business. Kevin Gamble, a corporate vice president working on Xbox user experience, game development, and publishing platforms, will leave his post. Okay. Roanne Sones, a corporate vice president for Xbox devices and ecosystems, will take a leave of absence after this summer and will later be an Xbox advisor. Sones and Gamble will each spend 24 years at Microsoft. So the people that's been around Xbox are going away, and people who's never been with Xbox or never done gaming are now taking over. Now, I'll get everybody's thoughts. Now, I'm not saying you have to have, for the job that you might be doing, you don't necessarily have to be in gaming, period. Because I don't think they're there to try to bring the Xbox 360 era back. Because I don't think they understand how to do that. That's number one. And I don't think they're going to get the support to do that. I don't think anybody in Microsoft is actually entertaining a notion of bringing back exclusives to Xbox. I don't think, with the amount of money they're losing, especially after already spending $80 billion acquiring ABK and Bethesda, that's a lot of investment, and they're not getting anything. In fact, over the last quarter, they're shrinking again. So you're spending all this money to grow, and in the end, you're shrinking again. You're losing revenue, sales are down, whatever. Now I know some fans are saying, well, it's because of, Microsoft gave up their exclusives, right? And I would say part of that is true. Part of that is a good punch, but it wasn't giving up exclusives to PlayStation. Me personally, the moment they decided to go day and date on PC, it was an eventuality. Once they started putting games on PC in 2016, that's when everything really took a turn for the worse. Instead of double downing on the console, the first 3 years was kind of rough for Xbox, with the whole reveal, if you don't want to be connected 24/7, we have an Xbox for you, BS, Call of Duty, sports, movie, TV, all that stuff, right? They didn't have really the biggest killer apps. The console's $500, but it's playing 720p. They have a lot of initial issues, right? But instead of addressing those issues and focusing on the console, they decided to right off the bat dip their toes into the PC pool, and that started with Quantum Break in 2016. Today we have Xbox gamers. You've seen in the podcast. I'm gonna talk more about it on Friday. But there's podcasts they're discussing about exclusives. They think it's coming back. They think Asha Sharma is gonna be the one to bring that old Xbox back. I completely disagree with it because I don't think that's her job. I don't think that's what they hired her for. They hired her to take a division that's not making money and find a way to make money as quickly as possible. To go back to exclusives, it's going to take years of revenue loss because they would have to rebuild the brand to be that. You would have to try to rebuild a brand that pretty much Microsoft has chipped away since 2016. In my opinion, the Xbox community put themselves in this position because how what is it? There's like a turning point. Movies that deals with time travel, they say there's this, I forgot what it's called, but there's a term where there's not a point of no return, but there's a moment and point where everything can change. You understand what I'm saying?
Nexus point?
There you go. The Nexus point. Right?
Before, yeah.
My man, see? And that's the free version of AI right there. That's my free version. Imagine if I actually paid them.
No, you
To
might get
me,
messages like Grok is not available right now.
Yeah, right. That's the next thing, right?
Have a co-pilot button on this fucking podcast.
Sorry, Grok only works for premium members. That Nexus point was, and I will tell you, and it sounds stupid, but as I explain it, people will realize, holy shit, this was the moment the Xbox community could have truly told Microsoft what they expected from them, and who knows how all this would have played out. So in 2016, Quantum Break was announced for PC day and date, the last minute. It was like literally 2-3 weeks away from launch. Crab Gamer, who at the time, had a very popular Xbox podcast known as Xbox Nation, and he was part of Big Gamer Small Talk, which is a very big podcast at the time, huge. So, right, he was the first one, probably the only one, I won't say the only one, but definitely the biggest voices that called the bullshit, saying that Microsoft has been advertising this game as an Xbox exclusive, and now, after pre-orders were already launched or people pre-ordered the game, you're now advertising this as PC day one. So now it's not exclusive. Crack Gamer said, so now this game is not exclusive. This game is on PC. And Crack Gamer says, I'm removing my pre-order. I'm not buying this game, whatever. It got so viral that Phil Spencer answered back. And he directly answered to Crack Gamer, says, I don't understand how somebody else playing the game ruins, messes up with enjoyment with your game. And that became a common theme. The nexus point in this is the Xbox community's response. Instead of siding with Crap Gamer and telling Phil, hey, he is right. This is an Xbox exclusive. Why are you dealing with PC? Like, we're the ones that bought your console. We're the ones that paid $500 for your console while everybody else was making fun of it. We're the ones paying for Xbox Live because this was before Game Pass. We're the ones playing gold to play multiplayer. We're the ones doing everything. Why are you catering to PC gamers? They do nothing for you. Don't do that. Do not cater to PC. Stick with the console. But they didn't do that. They all sided with Phil so they could dunk on Crap Gamer. That's what they did. Instead of siding with Crap Gamer, they treated him like a fanboy. That was the start of anybody who goes against Phil. Yeah, anybody who goes against Phil and his vision to put more games everywhere, you are a fanboy. That's why all the stuff they're saying now, I'm sorry, but if there's any Xbox game, I'm gonna be honest. If you're an Xbox gamer now, trying to fight for exclusive, and you weren't keeping like I give props to Septic Sauce, to Gaz. He always sided with the exclusives. He understood what Microsoft was doing, but he didn't agree with it. He always thought it was a mistake. He even go out and tell Microsoft, don't do it. Don't put Halo. He was always about the exclusive. So I'd say he was one of the few.
He was the one cheering for Call of Duty to be exclusive.
Yeah. He was ready for all those games to be exclusive. So he was also, I give him props. He never felt that this multi-platform strategy was a thing right over. He was always about the exclusive. But everybody else, they did what Phil said. So they got pictures, got friend invites on Xbox Live, got pictures with him in shows, fan fest, dinners, whatever, flights, all that stuff. Instead of siding with Crap Gamer, and I know it sounds corny, but Crap Gamer was a legit complaint. You said this was exclusive, now it's day and date, and he said this is not going to be the last game. He even said it. More is coming. They're going to keep doing this. And that's exactly what happened. It's just like with Microsoft. If they let you, it's just like Call of Duty being pulled off of Game Pass. That is not going to be the last game to get pulled off of Game Pass. You let them get away with this once, they're going to keep doing it. That's just been Microsoft's MO. So that Nexus point, that Xbox community, that was the day you guys should have said, listen, you're not doing nothing on PC. If you want to keep down this road PC, then the next Xbox Fan Fest you have, invite the PC guys, because we're not going. We're not supporting this strategy. Maybe, just maybe, if the whole community didn't try to side so they could get merch, they could get pictures, they could get whatever, they just all said, you know what, we're not supporting this. If you have an Xbox Fan Fest and you keep doing this PC thing, then invite the PC gamers. Tell them to show up, because we're not going to show up. We're not supporting this. We will not support this vision. So you better figure it out, but this ain't it. Maybe, just maybe, Phil Spencer will have to reconsider if all the people he thought that he was going to have on his side didn't show up. And not aligning it, not pushing any of his agendas, none of it. In fact, actually critique it consistently. And all he sees is consistent critique from the community. Don't align with PC. Then at that point, if he doesn't have customer of any type approving this strategy, then he's not going to go with the strategy. Now, I don't know what would have happened. Maybe he would have shut down Xbox, maybe not. I don't know what would happen. But instead of siding with this man and allowing him to keep making decisions that benefit PC, they probably could have steered him into be like, listen, we're not going to get any type of support in terms of our subscription, this, that stuff. It has to be focused on a console. I always felt Game Pass should have never been the main character in their strategy. The main character should have always been their Xbox, and everything else is a supportive arm to the console. Game Pass should have been exclusive to the console. It should have not been anywhere else. Not even mobile, not even cloud, none of that. You want Game Pass, you gotta get the console. No one else is gonna play Game Pass. Yeah. No one else is gonna play Xbox games on any other device, right? And you're not playing Game Pass on your device. You gotta get the console to enjoy services and games that we're providing. This is it. This is where you're getting at. You know what I'm saying?
I want to give you a shout out for that too, because you've always been like that.
I've always been like that. I have always wait till you want to see Friday. I got an old ass video. I was like 40 pounds lighter. And I had the PlayStation mic, PS4 mic. That's how the video was. And I talked about that. So all this talk on people talking about whatever, how exclusive important, I'm gonna show you a video from 8 years ago, me talking about it. So it ain't no bullshit at thought. I always said this. And it's a very common thing. Now you see people talking about whatchamacallit. Oh, it's not about the actual sell the games. It's inviting people onto the console so they could buy everything else. Like, really? This is what we've been telling you guys for the last couple of years. And you call anybody who talk like that, or any panel members, even this podcast, they say, oh, you're a bunch of fanboys stuck on the old ways. But now they're having these conversations and stuff like that, right? So my question to the panel is this, just your thoughts. All right, I'll start with Valkyrie, right? So the support for Xbox key leadership is coming from non-gaming sectors. It's not like they hired people from EA or former PlayStation execs. It's not like they went out and be like, hey, let's go get the, Shuheis, or let's get, people who were execs and leaders in gaming during the time of building a brand. Let's get some employees that used to work for Nintendo that understood exclusive strategy. Let's get people, former employees from PlayStation, that at their height, they knew exactly. Me personally, I would get employees from PlayStation 3 era, because they know about recovery. Who better than PlayStation to know about, man, we messed up, we got to recover, and they recovered? I would definitely get some of those key players that helped with the recovery of PlayStation. Even Nintendo. Whoever went through that Wii U debacle and said, you know what, Switch will save us, get those guys. Because they clearly know how to recover from a bad, situation, bad decisions, losing money, and implement a plan that's successful, generates revenue, and you have an exclusive environment. But they didn't go after that. They went after people from Instacart and Core AI. I'm pretty sure they're smart people, but I don't know if those people understand exclusive environment, console market for a specific group and competing against other consoles. I don't know. Bobby, what are your thoughts?
What was I going to say? I might drop out because the internet's just got funny in the last 15 minutes. But
she started drinking.
There's two
That's
schools
what
of
it was. It's like it's 10 a.m. Now I could drink.
Water.
Yeah,
It's vodka.
That looks like
it's really
vodka. There you go. As it should.
Somewhere,
As
Valkyrie.
it
It's 5
should.
o'clock somewhere.
As it should. It should be vodka. Very good vodka. Absolutely.
Yeah. So two schools of thought I'm thinking is, on one hand, yes, I'm seeing they're bringing all, I guess, non-gaming people in. And to be fair, it looks like she's just bringing people that she worked with. So it's kind of like, when you change companies and it's like, I'm just going to bring my posse because they're the ones that are we kind of get along with, and it's kind of all my mates and my friends. But at the same time, it may not be a bad thing. So Xbox has not worked for a long time. They've made wrong choices. It hasn't been owned. So having outside non-gaming, but with experience in subscriptions or other areas, may be what they need to kickstart a change. That's kind of one approach you could look at, right? Because it's new ideas, fresh ideas. We've always been doing it this way. Gaming does it this way. Doesn't mean necessarily that something from outside can't work. They just need to see how it's going to work. But on the same side, when you flip it, they could be shooting themselves in the foot and burning themselves down, and then John might have to worry.
True.
So, yeah, simple. That's it. Yeah.
So you think all these new faces from different experience background, they're looking to maybe not go back to the old ways. They're trying to figure out, is there a new, better way to move gaming forward, this division forward? Like, what's the new, better way?
They could be. And if it was me, that's what I'd be doing, right? What's the definition of insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result.
Different result, yeah. Absolutely.
And that's literally what these guys are doing. They need a different result because everything they've tried and everything they're doing has not been working. It's just been going. So maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe she's not. I don't know. We won't know until they see. So that's why I'm saying there's two different versions. Is yes, maybe they're trying to do something smart. We'll only find out once they actually start doing it. Or she's just getting her mates in because that's what you do. So yeah.
Interesting. All right. Terabinth.
I mean, yeah, I actually really just agree with what she's saying. They have to try something different, and obviously they need to run a business. So if these AI execs are business oriented, maybe they're just doing that, or maybe she's just doing a favor by getting them that seat. Maybe she owes them or something. I don't know. But if the idea is to actually implement AI into this division within Microsoft, it's going to be really interesting to see what that looks like. Like, is that going to be for the purpose of trying to make game development more efficient using AI? Because I'm assuming that they're going to be using a lot of data center and a lot of like actual AI implementation in what they're trying to do to streamline the process, right? Because I think what the industry does need right now, if there is a golden goose to be made, it's making games more efficiently. I just don't know if AI is the way to do it. They're trying a lot of different ways to do that, but I mean, to be honest, that's not my expertise, so I don't really have much to say on it other than that, maybe.
Asha Sharma did say officially that they're not gonna, that they cut the plans to try to include Copilot into the console or here.
Thank goodness.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so Copilot will not be part of that. That doesn't mean AI will not be part of the backside.
Right,
The
like
game development process,
itself,
that could still in play. And I would imagine, because with so many core AI people, I can't see that they're not trying to implement AI into the pipelines, into the development process, tools, so that's still in play. They're just not going to have Copilot as part of the user experience. What is going on? What's up with that? You're looking like Colt Eastwood with your Will Watt. You just got word that Xbox outsold PlayStation 5?
Oh my god, dog! Not my fault.
You
I
have to say
fucked up.
face.
I fucked up. I got a Aaron Judge error in center field right now. Fuck.
Oh, you gambling or something? Like that's what it was?
No,
You messed up your
I had an
parlay?
easy pop fly in the game, and I fucking went right past my guy. I'm like,
what, you playing the show?
No.
Yeah, I'm playing the show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about real life, because that wouldn't be the first time he dropped a fly ball. Judge thinks I'm gonna forget that. I will never forget that until he wins the World Series. Anyway, bringing up
I'm the
bullshit.
parlay guy.
But all right, so great points. Let me go with Doughboy. What are your thoughts? New leadership across the board. Pretty much none of them from a gaming background. Like I said, like I would think they would try to reach out like a Sean Layden or go after hire people who has been in this predicament. Like you got people from PlayStation that's been in this predicament, and you got people from Nintendo who's been in this predicament where they made a bad choice and things just went left, and they had to come out and like, how can we fix this for the future? Let's do this stuff. So, what are your thoughts?
I mean, first off, are we sure Usher Sherman not black? And I only say that because the first thing she did was hide the homies. We we know how I do. You get a homie in a high position like a manager. Hey brother, I got you. I'm gonna
I
get you
got
on.
you, dog.
Put in your application. I'm gonna slide it. I'm gonna slide it to the front. We
Yeah,
know
shave
we
off,
know how
cougar.
that. We know how that go. We know how that go, man. But yeah, I mean, and then when it comes to the whole AI thing, right? They're talking about like AI not gonna be involved. I call bullshit on that all the way around, dog. Cause like you just hired people directly from the AI spectrum. Like that's what they do. That's what they know. And like you bringing them over the game, and what do you expect gonna happen? Like that's what they definitely gonna do. Implement that in some kind of way. I mean, just like you said, they definitely could have hired more people. When it comes to that know about gaming, know about bounce back, know about how to operate in the gaming spirit. But I will say this though, I mean these higher ups, man, they don't really care about gaming. Let's just be honest. It's all about just making as much money as they can make. That's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, I mean, shoot, if you look at what 2K does, what EA does, they don't really care about the games. All they want to do is just sell shit. Sell you a skin, sell you an Ultimate Team pack, sell you a My Player. Like, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what they want to do. They want to maximize profits that way, not really selling great games. And like these Xbox guys thinking exclusives coming back. Bullshit. Exclusives not coming back. You can just cancel that because if that was the case, like, why? I mean, just like you brought up a good point, right? You said they should have had Xbox and made Game Pass exclusive to Xbox. Well, it would have been an insane seller because I mean, obviously, a lot of people don't care about ownership that much. They subscription service is everything now. Everybody got a subscription service. If you're gonna have it exclusive to your platform, that would have been a good way to get people in, get people used to the low price, and just say, look, if you get it, or if they was gonna put it on other places, you put it on PC. Why was PC cheaper than Xbox for the longest time? Like you could get PC Game Pass for like $15, and I think Xbox was like 20, 25, something like that. It was way more than what PC was. So they were showing love to the PC more than they were showing love to the Xbox. It's like, how you showing love to them more than you showing love to us? And we the main customers. You know what I mean? And like, I guess like just starting over now, it seemed like a lot of people happy with what Asha doing. The first thing she did was lower Game Pass, but I mean, with the caveat that you're removing Call of Duty, which was a big seller. You know what I mean? Which was one of the big pieces of it. So, I mean, I look at it like this: they're gonna try to make moves because there's nothing else they can do. They at the bottom. They trying to fight their way back. I just don't see how. I just feel like it's kind of over for Xbox. What Sean say? Xbox burned to the ground. I feel like it is burned to
Goddamn
the
right.
ground.
Burn down to the ground, baby.
I mean, yeah, you got good games, but I mean, your game's going everywhere, so it's not like you're going to be the sole beneficiary of it. I mean, yeah, you're going to get your percentage, but I mean, people going to want to play your games in other places anyway. Whereas if you would have had them exclusive, that would have been a good reason to get them into the console. That means you sell more controllers, you sell more headsets, and everything that comes with it. I mean, it would have been good for them. I don't really see the bounce back, but I guess they're gonna try. We're just gonna have to see how it play out. I just don't see nothing good coming from it.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
I just want to add what he was saying because when it comes to Call of Duty, I'm expecting them to really try to bounce back in this next Call of Duty because it's supposedly going to be Modern Warfare 4. So it's a chance for them to return to form. It's also a chance for them to bet on themselves and to actually put a game out there that they're confident that people will actually purchase. So Call of Duty over the past 2 years, and this has always been my stigma against the Call of Duty series. I actually am not a huge fan of the Black Ops series. I think the first two were pretty good, but after that, it just really got strange.
First two
with
are
all the
goated.
psychedelics.
Oh yeah, I love Black Ops 2. That's my goat. That's my goat.
I'm still a
and if-
beast.
I got
in
Black
Call of
Ops one
Duty.
right here.
And I gotta be honest with y'all, I'm not really into zombie shit. Like when it comes to any kind of zombie game, it's not really my thing. But that was another thing about Black Ops. Black Ops was
goated,
never
bro.
really.
You didn't see me play
That's
yet.
the goat.
He didn't see me play on Call of Duty.
The numbers, Mason. The numbers.
Yeah,
Xbox numbers suck.
It just kind of got real psychedelic, and then that just kind of pulled me out of it because I'm used to Call of Duty being the dude bro, Charlie don't surf. You feel me? Like shooting, grenade launchers from a helicopter, like that type of experience, right? And if they can return to that form, I think that they'll be okay. But as far as Call of Duty being taken off of Game Pass, that is interesting because what's going to happen when another Fallout comes out? What's going to happen when some of these big titles with these big studios they start to drop? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again: the only game that actually would make me like go back to PC gaming or even consider anything on another platform is actually Blizzard in what they're doing with the StarCraft IP, because that could be a shooter that could really make some noise. But it has to be executed well, and I think that's in the right hands because that's going to be developed by a company in South Korea, and StarCraft is literally like the game of the country for that. It's like how do I say, like, what's the national symbol for a country? Like you know how like the United States is like the eagle, or like any damn Roman Empire, you know, any European nation basically uses the eagle. Well, StarCraft is like the official icon of South Korea, and for a company like I think is it Nexon? I think it's Nexon if I'm not mistaken. That's actually developing that alongside Blizzard. They could actually do something with that, and then that would probably not be a game that's on Game Pass. That'll probably be a big game that they want to sell straight up because they could use the sales. Honestly, they really need the software sales, and this just goes without saying. Xbox is a third-party company at this point. There's really no going back from it. They opened Pandora's box, and now that's what the company is moving forward. If they decide to fall back from that, yes, they're going to suffer for years. But I don't think they'd be able to do that. So we'll just see how that goes.
Well, you made a good point about. Well, not say a good point. You made a point about
Oh, thanks.
coming back with Call of Duty. How can Microsoft come back with Call of Duty this year? I mean, we're 6 years deep into the gen. PlayStation by now is already at 100 million. Like, what can Microsoft do with Call of Duty this year that would change things? And pretty
You know,
much,
Nicki Minaj.
pretty much, if you're a Call of Duty gamer, you already have.
Take off Beavis and Butthead. Get rid of the fucking man sharks running around and Ninja Turtles and shit.
Well, that's probably the game. That's the game.
So
I would say that could,
they literally had those skins in there.
that could improve the
burnt
game.
Call of Duty out, bro. Like,
but how would it help Xbox? How would it help Xbox?
I literally bought Nicki Minaj just to troll people.
Oh, snap.
I always saw, what was it, Travis Scott or something like that, or one of the mumble rappers, or one of those.
Dude,
one of
Dave
those
got Dave Chappelle in there.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah,
No way.
They got American Dad. They got the Ninja Turtles. They got the boys.
It just looks weird too.
I know they got Jay and Silent Bob in there.
Yeah, there's Silent Bob. Yeah.
Seth Rogen's in there.
Yeah, they have a gun
Snoop
that's
Dogg?
like has a built-in blunt and shit like that.
Snoop been in
Like
there for the longest.
the Fortniteification of Call of Duty is what's
Yeah, they
making
try to
it
be
kind of
Fortnite.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's really what it is. And
Adult
actually,
Fortnite.
what I was going to answer P Rock's question about what they have to do with it. It actually the foundation of Call of Duty now is actually the BR, right? So the battle royale is kind of like the draw. It gets people to kind of think about Call of Duty, to think of it competitively, to at least get in the door because it's a free version of the game, right? And so that, and then of course having the multiplayer aspect, so you can rank up whatever guns are available in Warzone at the time. That's kind of where the meta is, right? You can't really get the best out of your guns unless you're playing the multiplayer for whatever game is newest. And so that's kind of what their draw has been. I just don't know how that formula is going to look moving forward, but they're going to have to do a full-on wipe, and I think, and unfortunately, they're going to have to abandon the old gen consoles at some point because it's really just bottlenecking what Call of Duty can look like, what it could be if they're still trying to develop it for fucking Jaguar cores and shit. So you have to get out of there. You have to get out of there fast. And I think this upcoming generation will be the generation to do it. But they're over here talking about they're testing it on PS4. Well, if that's the case, then
They confirmed. They confirmed it's not going to PS4.
That's not. Oh yeah, that's right. They
Call
did
of
say
Duty,
that.
yeah.
My bad.
They just announced
So
it.
they said F that. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. I would say, like, when you look at Battlefield, even though it didn't have that staying power, that initial draw was the fact that it felt next gen, right? Like it really did draw in people, and then we'll just have to see how season 3 goes with that. But the game still plays good, still feels good to play. They've just been doing a lot of balances and shit. And Call of Duty is gonna have to, like, one of the worst things about Call of Duty is the balancing that has to happen in the battle royale whenever they implement new weapons. Like they have to continuously like change the meta, and so people get tired of the meta changing because it's like, oh well, I have to buy the new battle pass and get this gun because they made this gun overpowered, and they do that quite often. So it's just kind of annoying. I think people are kind of played out on it by now. They're just
You get rid of
looking
the
for other
black
stuff
and
to play.
gold shit too. Like, what is the battle pass called every year? every month, every year.
It's
I
not
can't
even
remember.
just a regular battle pass now. They got like the black cell.
Oh yeah,
The black
version,
cell, yeah. Can we
and
get rid
it's
of the
like-
black cell shit? Like, fuck. You've done
Like
it for
they-
4 straight games.
Like, dude,
Yeah, it
okay,
has.
I could buy. Well, what's how much does Expedition 33 cost right now? Because if I have to buy a fucking skin, well, I don't have to, but people buy like skins for like $20 for a pack, $30 for a pack, dude. That's an entire fucking game that you're charging for a
How
for
much?
a camo.
Now you know how I feel on Fortnite. Now you know how much I spent on Fortnite. Then
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I spent
Yeah,
over
no, I'd rather buy a game.
$2,000, $3,000 worth of skins.
Yeah,
on my
buy a
account.
whole game, dude.
Yeah, I
like
know.
I literally just like bought like
Bought a
Literally.
pro with that money.
yeah, you could buy a
Yeah,
pro.
could
I
have
could
bought
have bought
3
a lot.
pros.
There we
of
go.
shit.
Could have
Buy
bought
a pro,
5
Sean.
pros
That,
with
that
that
was the
money.
whole gaming library. That was the
Damn.
whole gaming library back then, my guy.
That's
Just
crazy.
fucking around with you, dog.
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
the
it's-
back
it's a
catalog
whole
is
gaming
crazy,
library.
bro. The back catalog, everybody's back catalog is insane, right?
See,
Well,
but just think
my
about it though.
back catalog is crazier than
But Sean is,
anybody.
Sean is not unique in that. A lot of people spend a whole bunch of
My
money on that
backlog is
shit.
crazy.
Like it's crazy.
If you look at it, there's
Like-
some of the biggest revenue generating product. That's the reason why so many companies are chasing live service.
Yes,
Because
yes,
they
sir.
see games
Yes,
like
sir.
Fortnite, they see games like Minecraft, they see games like Apex Legends, they see the sports games. But the problem is they think they can do it like that's easy. To me, Fortnite came out at the right time. Like to me, all the biggest revenue generating games released last gen. And then now they built themselves and they became pretty much these big banks that can't fail.
Yep.
But trying to break in with the new content, it's few and far between and stuff like that. Even some who initially found initial good success, they eventually fall off the map and close down and stuff. So live service is a very challenging market and stuff. Really challenging.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to Apex. Like, I don't know how the hell they pulled this off.
Yeah.
Like, the staying power in Apex has been impressive. Like the way that they've added different modes into the game.
Yeah.
And the overall gameplay itself, when you watch a lot of people that are playing it, it's just super cracked out. It's like Counter-Strike, but like more vertical. Like just some of the
I watch the esports. I watch
super
the esports every
competitive.
day.
Yeah, and it takes
Yeah.
a ton of skill to be good at that. And I gotta say that people that are streamers on Apex, they could transfer to other games and just absolutely wreck shop. So it's crazy to see that.
So what was that last game Respawn made? Because they're the ones that make Apex.
Was it Titanfall? No,
Oh,
there was other
massive.
games too.
No, Respawn was the Jedi.
Oh, they
game.
did Jedi Survivor?
The
Oh,
Jedi game?
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah, they're right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
All
those
right,
games.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Okay.
That's the only Souls type game I play. I love it.
Yeah?
Survivor
You don't like
launched
Souls games
buggy
like
as
that?
fuck, but
Nah, I hate them,
Oh
dog.
shit,
Nah.
that one's in my back catalog too. I might fuck with that one.
Okay.
Because it's not just the combat, but like traversal is dope. Like it's good, man. Those games real good, both of them.
Oh, speaking of which, dude, and I know some people don't really give a fuck about Star Wars, but that Star Wars Racer game, did you see the trailer for that shit? The new
Yeah.
one? Oh man,
Yep.
I saw they had Sebulba's pod racer in there. I'm like, yes, so there is pod racers that are gonna be confirmed in that shit.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah,
some
yeah,
of the old Burnout guys are working on it.
Yes, that's a
yeah.
huge deal. Yeah, no, that's excellent because it looks like they get that sense of speed in there. It looks like it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what engine that is. Is that Unreal? Please don't be Unreal. I'm tired of Unreal.
I'm not sure actually, but no, that shit looks sick, and it's not full price, so I'm
I
with
mean,
it.
Saros is on Unreal, and
No, it does look good. I was watching King Thrash's homeboy Sick Platinum Saros, dude, and he was posting HDR footage of his gameplay of all the craziest boss battles, and I'm just like, shit, that shit is a bullet hell kind of game. It looks like such a throwback to the arcade games of old, where you really had to just be completely locked in with like the planning out the trajectory of all the projectiles coming at you and just being in the perfect spot to avoid some of them, and so it's like, yeah, it's gonna take some skill to get through though. That shit looks pretty tight, That looks nice.
There's
nice.
It's unreal.
trophy in there.
Right there.
It is Unreal. It doesn't go beyond 60 FPS. They just keep it locked 60 for the Pro, or what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty much lock 60. Dog, there's a trophy in there to beat all the nightmare strands. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that Platinum's gonna be crazy if you can get that.
I got a question on Saros real quick. Do y'all know if it has gyro controls? I mean, I don't
No.
know if any. I don't know if any of y'all mess with that type of stuff, but yeah, I'm a
No,
big
it
fan
doesn't.
of. Oh, okay. I'm a big fan of gyro gaming right now, so that's crazy.
That came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. Okay. All right. So final thing. So I guess we can move on with the Xbox. Anybody have
Well,
thoughts
just
on Xbox leadership?
yeah.
Anybody? Or entity?
Of
Go
course,
ahead.
Yeah, so
Xbox.
I don't think I've spoken on it.
I haven't spoken
Yeah.
on it either.
Okay. So
I'll speak
I
and
just
then
wasn't sure if you gave a
Jim.
damn. I don't know if you
Yeah.
some of y'all be like, listen,
No.
Xbox is
I give a
dead.
damn.
Why even bother?
I give a massive damn. Hoover damn.
Okay. Hoover damn.
All of the individuals that has been appointed as VP or executive, whatever it is, looks like software people, right? Design in terms of UI design, customer acquisition design. Like at the end of the day, all of them software. I'm not sure what we know that they're working on that Project Helix stuff, so maybe the hardware people are already covered. Maybe that is the case, but these new individuals that are coming in, and I have a very cynical take on it. And my take is, they're gonna use AI and see if it works to save, right? So these people, rather than using their brains, probably they're gonna use their brains, but they're gonna ask Copilot or they're gonna use AI to see if they can manage a business successfully based on the answers they get out of AI, and it's going to be a test case. Because why are they bringing all of these AI people, right? There's only three possibilities why all of them are coming in. Number one is Microsoft said, okay, this business is not working. We're going to bring in the AI people and see if they can utilize AI to make it successful so we can prove a point and we can sell our Copilot to other businesses. The second one is Asra Sharma likes his friends and she just wants to work with them. The third point is AI in the background is failing miserably because apparently this is the biggest thing ever, right? All of the investment, all of the money, all of the smartest people are supposed to be staying and going into AI. Why are these massive AI people abandoning ship and jumping across to Xbox, of all places within Microsoft? Just again, I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking questions of, going from the most hottest investment in modern 21st century, business and IT coming together, which is AI, and all of these individuals are suddenly now going to, 20th century gaming business. Make it make sense. If anybody can make it make sense, please tell me.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
You're taking key leaders from the AI side and putting them in gaming. Like, what's the end state? Like, what's really happening?
The
Because it's not-
smartest people are apparently currently working on it, right? But in Microsoft, the smartest apparently people are now going to gaming. It's like, huh? This is like taking Oppenheimer, right? Taking, when Oppenheimer and his nuclear physicists were working on the nuclear weapon and taking them and, asking them to build, I don't know, a battleship. Ugh.
And that was such a good
But
movie, dude.
Technically, they're not taking Oppenheimer. They're taking the suits that gave Oppenheimer the green light. They're not taking the actual AI engineers. They're just taking the suits that are like, yeah, let's put your money over here.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like they're just hiring people that are experienced in services instead of gaming. So I'm, yeah. Like Microsoft, even Steve Jobs from the get-go criticized Microsoft for not being creative. They were always me too, right? They see something that's successful, they come in and throw a bunch of money at it to create like a doppelganger and in hopes to overtake the market. And and they're not very patient about it, right? So in gaming is where they ran out of patience. So yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, they're just so bad for gaming. They devalue their own brand by basically giving away games, and then they created this group of consumers who expect to get things without paying, right? And then like now that you want to go back and charge money, you're going to get some knockback. And yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle this. Maybe the focus is all going to be on the mobile games, because it's the quickest way to implement AI is through and infiltrate, and it's through your mobile devices. I don't
And
know.
mobile games make filthy money.
Yeah, I'm looking at this sinking ship, and let's see what happens. So like, yeah.
So for me, what it sounds like when a football team gets a new head coach and they just bring in their own staff. For her to be doing this right now, it sounds like they completely fucked off this generation. They don't care about it anymore. They're washing their hands with it. They're getting ready to start their new generation.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe when P-Rock brought up earlier, I don't believe they're going back to exclusives either. It sounds like they're ready to get this fucking generation behind them. Start on Project Helix. That's why they're already sending out their merch. That's what it sounds like. For them to still be in this phase, though, it's like, cool, you guys are getting ready to start marketing your new generation, but it sounds like you guys just have no fucking clue what the fuck you guys are doing.
Like, how are they saying
That's
no to the millions
Go
of
ahead.
sales the PS5 is gonna give them, right? So,
Right. That's why I don't
didn't mean to
believe
cut you
for
off. My bad.
no, you're good. That's well said. That's why I don't believe for a fact that Gears of War E-Day is going to be exclusive. I said it a couple weeks ago. They're not going to potentially cut off 100 million potential sales. I mean,
Or yeah, the fan base. I put in.
You think it's gonna sell that many?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not going to cut off 100 million people with the opportunity to sell to a
Oh,
group
okay,
of
so
100
because
million.
PS5
Yeah.
is around 100.
Yeah, I mean, it should be at least close
It was
to
at
it by now.
95 last time I checked.
Yes. I know as of December it was at 92 as of
Come on,
December, so
Hell yeah.
it'll be close. I put in, Gemini, and I asked, what could Microsoft be planning by putting key leadership from their core AI division over to Xbox? Gemini says Microsoft's decision to move key leadership from its core AI division to Xbox, led by new Xbox CEO Asher Sharma, herself a former core AI president, signals a pivot towards using AI to fix fundamental platform issues rather than just adding consumer-facing features. So that's the source right there. This
So they're
reshuffle.
they're gonna ask AI to fix the Xbox.
Well, yeah, but I think she sees. Well, let's continue reading because I think it answers the question. This reshuffle is primarily aimed at reversing declining hardware sales, down 33% in early 2026, and content revenue by focusing on operational speed and developer efficiency. Strategic goals of the AI leadership move: operational efficiency. New Vice President of Engineering Jared Palmer and General Manager Evan Chaki, both from Core AI, are tasked with building world-class tools to remove repetitive work and simplify development. Right, and those are the things with AI, automating tasks and simplifying the work environment. So all companies and almost all industries, is doing that. They're trying to use Claude or OpenAI or something to that effect, to take over repetitive tasks that usually manual labor would do, at least from certain aspects, whatever. The goal is to help Xbox Studios ship games faster, addressing a long-standing criticism of the brand. Platform refinement over gimmicks. Coinciding with these hires, Microsoft discontinued the gaming Copilot chatbot on consoles and mobile. Sharma's strategy nixes soulless AI slop in favor of behind-the-scenes AI for real-time graphics enhancements, better content discovery, and deeper personalization. Talent consolidation. Bringing in trusted technical colleagues like Tim Allen, Vice President of Design, and Jonathan McKay, Growth, allows Sharma to quickly overhaul a leadership team whose previous strategy had cracked under recent financial pressure. Growth via data. Leveraging Core AI's background in growth and data suggests Xbox will shift its focus to metrics like daily active users, a strategy Sharma previously employed at Meta and Instacart to measure success across its 500 million monthly users. Potential risks and concerns. While Microsoft frames this as bringing in the best talent, the move have raised red flags among some fans and industry veterans who fear a loss of creative focus. Critics include Xbox co-founder Seamus Backley have suggested that prioritizing AI leadership over dedicated gaming veterans may be a sign of Microsoft sunsetting the traditional console business in favor of a broader AI-driven service model.
That sounds like exactly what their plan is.
You know, so that's what I think. You know, so I think she's using maybe some key things she did in other whatever. But I will say this: we're not getting the Xbox 360 ever back. That these aren't the people that know how to do that, and I don't think, personally, I don't think Satya Nadella even cares to do that because that would come at even more loss. To
Yeah, the
cut
guy who
PlayStation out of the
invested
loop,
100 billion in AI, this was 100% his call.
yeah. So I don't think these image. So the Xbox 360 era is not coming back. What most likely what they're going to try to do is how to ship games more efficiently, get costs down, look at the things that's costing them a lot of money, which I think is what really Project Helix is about. I think Project Helix is more about selling PCs than consoles. Because look at it this way, right? We don't like, for example, I'll use HP. HP has a gaming platform. You know, what I mean by that is they sell gaming PCs. They're called the Omen. I don't hear shit about them, but you never hear them about losing money. You never hear that Dell is losing money in PC gaming because of hardware. You just don't hear that, right? And I think it's because they sell their PCs at such an overpriced price point from build that they don't have to sell 100 million PCs, you know? Whatever they do sell is good enough for them for profit, money. You know, they have their laptops, they have their desktops, you know, Asus is doing fine selling PCs. Acer's doing fine selling PCs. Dell has their Alienware line. HP has their Omen line. You don't hear any issues about how many PCs this company sells versus this. You don't hear that. You don't hear that competitive talk between them. They just simply sell. They got it on the shelf. They sell it and they make money. And I think that's what Microsoft is going for, right? They're going for that model, where it's no longer about market share of a hardware. It's about selling hardware for profit. But the biggest hurdle is that people will go after is you can't play your Xbox games on there. And I think that's really what Project Helix is about. Is having them be able to play Xbox games on PC that they're gonna sell. So that way they can sell PCs that plays Xbox games. Because I mean they just rolled out Xbox mode on PC, right? More people got this Xbox mode on
So
PC to yeah.
they need to so they need to converge the two game passes, right? Otherwise,
I think
will
they're
not.
just gonna dump one.
Okay.
Because if you don't, if you know, or at a certain point, right? But when you think about it, why would they make an Xbox mode for PC? Like, is PC gamers complaining about the UI interface that Steam brings or whatever? No, they brought that because that's the test bed for the Helix. It's a PC that's gonna be Xbox mode right out the box, so you can have that console UI feel, but you're on a PC, right? So think about it. You release a PC with Xbox mode and is backwards compatible with your console games. Who's going to complain about that?
I hadn't looked at people using it, but does it actually have access to Steam through that, or is it strictly Xbox's?
Actually, haven't confirmed that yet.
Shoot, they was complaining about the interface.
I know the first one when they did the first update after it's like an overlay, and like the icon is there, so it's kind of like
a launcher, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like your middleman. So instead of directly launching Steam on your desktop, you open up the Xbox whatever, and then it has a thing, you click on it, and then it launches your Steam. But everybody's like, that's just like, why am I going to do that? I could just launch directly into Steam if that's the case. And I think that's what it is. I think that's all it is. I think it's just Helix is just a PC in Xbox mode, and they found a way to emulate your Xbox games, so you can play your Xbox games, you know, on your PC.
I just want to say that this move by Sharma is the first concrete thing that she's actually done. Everything that she's done, you know, to me, the whole reversing Game Pass thing that was already planned. Like I said, they wanted to remove Call of Duty. They wanted to get a positivity. They managed to do it. I don't know how they got away with it, but they did. You know, the whole we're gonna go for Microsoft gaming to Xbox. I mean, that doesn't count. Like, I'm sorry. Like this one of the things about the Xbox community is like they keep giving people a lot of credit and a lot of props for things that don't count. This
The
is the
bare
first
minimum.
concrete thing that she's done since the Phil Spencer era. Because so far she's just been keeping the same thing going. They changed the whole this is an Xbox campaign. They got rid of that, but then she was always talking about how they want to be in more places anyway. So really you were just following the same thing. You were just not calling it this the bad marketing term that people didn't like. So again, that didn't count. But again, now that she's in power, the first concrete thing that she has done, her very first move, where it's like, okay, this is definitely you, is you brought more people from the AI division. And Entity asked before, like, why are these people leaving? What is supposed to be the most well-funded, tech run ever in history? I think it's because it's all gonna die. They can
Yep.
see it. Like, why would you leave? Why would you leave the AI division, be an executive in that, if it had a future, to go to the brand that you know doesn't have a future? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you get like the people
You wouldn't do it.
it's like it's like I don't know. It's like leaving a building where everyone is telling you, hey, listen, this is the most solid, well-engineered building in the world. If we put billions of dollars into constructing this thing, it is 100,000% safe. And then you go in and then you learn what happens behind the scenes, and you're like, hey, listen, man, just ship me to that Titanic. You know, it's a better place. It's a better place to be. This whole AI thing, it's not what these people are saying that it is. A lot of these
No.
companies that have been using Claude, that have been using ChatGPT, and all of these enterprise AI solutions, they're not seeing the return on investment. They're not seeing themselves suddenly needing half the workers that they did before. You know, this is a thing where I think there's a sunk cost fallacy to it. I think a lot of these companies they put in billions and billions and billions of dollars into this, right? And then they are going to stick to it and going to try to make it work until they jump onto the next grift. Because before this AI push, it was the metaverse. Before the metaverse, it was a whole crypto and blockchain. They have been following these ethereal, trends in tech because every single one company wants to be the next Facebook or wants to jump on the next social media bandwagon before those things become big. Because a lot of these companies, they saw themselves miss out on like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and are thinking to themselves like, there must be another field that is somehow out there that if we just get on it soon enough and go hard enough, we will be able to dominate and colonize the space and have it be defined by ourselves. Like I said before, it was a blockchain, then it was crypto, then it was the metaverse. Remember, Meta changed its entire name because they wanted meta worlds. Which one of us is playing in Horizon Worlds the way that Mark Zuckerberg announced? You know, and now it's AI, and they've put in all of this money and they want to convince you. But the executives that are there, the ones that are actually, they are leaving it and going to Xbox instead. That should tell you everything you need to know about AI and its relevancy to the world. Because again, if everything was good, they would not be leaving. So I think that's that on that. As far as this thing, is it good for the actual Xbox brand? And the truth is, I don't think it is because I think that gamers are very simple minded. Like at the end of the day, I have, you know, I have spoken many times what the desires of the gamers were before they themselves were ready to admit it. This whole exclusive thing, I told them, listen, you don't care about Game Pass as much as you do exclusives. You will not trade exclusives for Game Pass. And every single person said that was wrong, right, from the Xbox side. And now that they are thinking there's even a hint. Oh, all of them are ready to throw Game Pass under the bus, right? All of them are like, hey, listen, I don't care if I have to buy the games, don't put it on PlayStation. Because at the end of the day, we are extremely simple people. We just want the things that we want. And those things have been known for ages, okay? Known for ages. Just go and look at what Nintendo gives gamers and make your brand give the same. And that's the same thing. It's been working for Nintendo since like the 1955 or something, and they've been doing it continuously, successfully, decade after decade after decade. And it's a formula that simply works. Okay. The closer you are to Nintendo, the more successful you will be. And it doesn't take an AI executive to come and tell you that fundamental truth. It's that simple. So I don't think this is good. They say that they were going to stop AI production on console, but to be honest, I feel like that's something that they didn't really start. Like they gave hints to it. I remember it had what was it? Sarah Bond went out there and then she was like, "Oh, this AI can talk to you, can tell you how to get in a boat, can tell you how to like press X so that you can start your game." And it was like, no one was ever going to use that. So I don't think there was a lot of effort that went into it. She just shut it down, which is a good thing because it's less resources wasted, I suppose. But at the end of the day, where they're going to put that AI is that Helix because they're not stopping AI for Windows, and I am pretty sure that Helix is going to be a Windows-based PC. So, it's one of those things where she's going to say, "Oh, we're going to stop AI for console," but that's because I'm not giving you a console next. Like, at the end of the day, you're just like, it's one of those bait and switch moments where it's like, "Oh, I'm telling you that I'm not doing this," but in reality, that's because, well, I was never going to do that in the first place. So yeah, stopping AI for console sounds good until you realize you're not building a console. So, I guess you were always going to. I just think that at the end of the day, the Xbox fan base needs to realize that this brand is no longer serving them. Like, not in the executives, not in their leadership, not in the game development. Before the whole AI suggested that one of the criticisms that we have for Xbox is because they didn't release the games fast enough. That just shows you how stupid AI is. We never said that they didn't release games fast enough. It's that the games were not high quality enough. People were always talking about the quality of the games, not the cadence at which they were releasing. Because at the end of the day, we didn't even care what cadence you were releasing at if your games are shit. No one was like, "Oh yeah, you know what the issue with Crackdown 3 was? Yeah, it just didn't release fast enough. That piece of garbage that we received, yeah. If only I come 2 years sooner, we would have been happier." No, nobody ever cared about that. It was always about the quality of the games. And that is, again, listen, you could hire any gamer and they would tell you better than any executive would what these gamers want. Oh, you know what? For the Xbox brand, since they're always on Twitter, they could just listen to the people that are actually telling them for this tiny little brief period in time where the Xbox fans are being slightly honest about what they want. You could just listen to them and then realize that what they want you to do is to be Nintendo. That's it. Just be Nintendo, high quality games, exclusive to your platform, a decent system that honestly, it doesn't even have to be as powerful as a PlayStation, but it's a bonus if it is. And just keep everything locked down. Just be as close to Nintendo as possible, and you will find success with your audience and you will build the trust that you have lost over the years. That's it.
Mhm. Mm. Anybody else
That's
want to
why he
touch on the
goes
topic?
last, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Anybody else? Any thoughts? Okay. All right. Let me hit
Nailed
up
it.
the. Huh?
No, I
Well, I
said
know
he
what you're gonna
nailed
say,
it.
Sean. You're gonna say Xbox
Burn it
burn.
down.
Burn
That's
it
what you're gonna say.
down.
Burn it down. That's his.
So I'm gonna say I disagree.
I'm with him on that
I disagree. I think they're just gonna burn it down. All
Hey,
right.
Sean
Burn
was
it
playing
down.
this game. Sean was playing this game called Learn Mandarin, and then I turned it on and looked. And I'm like, "What the hell are you doing? You were just clicking a bunch of buttons."
Oh
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, it was one of
Did
those.
you learn Mandarin?
I didn't. It was just
Ah,
one of those
You were
games,
playing a
man. They
game
said you
called
uh,
Learn
couldn't.
Mandarin?
yeah, he
Yeah.
played a bunch of games that about learning foreign languages, right?
Yeah.
And you did it live on your YouTube? You were streaming them?
Yeah. Well, I made a guide for him. It was basically
You made a
I had to find a
guide
lot
to
of buttons.
learn Mandarin
you got a
And he
platinum
when
in
you
did.
don't
Learn
speak
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Yeah,
He
they're
played that
platinum
game in
for it.
speed run because I was like, "What the hell is he doing?" It's
Yeah,
just
I was speed running.
I was
And you were speed
Yeah, that was a speed
running.
run. Yeah, that was
You
a speed
speed
run.
run, learn Mandarin when you don't speak Mandarin.
That is
And you didn't learn
false
Mandarin either.
advertisement.
That is, and you did a guide for a language you don't speak. That is incredible. That is talent. That is absolute talent.
That is you
No, think
being
about what
level
he
of
said. I thought he was
application.
just streaming. He said no. He did a guide. He literally did a guide on the game called Learn Mandarin. Yeah, he doesn't speak Mandarin and still didn't learn
Is
it,
the guy
but he
just
did the
press X?
guide.
Press X. Press
but the
X
guide
again.
is done.
Yeah, he just pushed the buttons.
A A B B
He
C
just pushed
D.
buttons.
Yo, that is the wildest shit I have ever heard in gaming before. That you did a
That is
guide
why. That's why he's the platinum king.
I am.
and you don't know the language, but you're providing a guide for people to play, learn Mandarin when you didn't even learn it yourself, but you finished the guide. That is incredible. That is so. This like, bro, how you are not selling insurance to old people is
Make it up,
beyond
make it,
me.
man.
Wow, that's incredible. That is that is amazing. That is
I'm in the
amazing,
trenches
Sean.
for real. I'm in the
That
trenches,
is
man.
wild. Yo. Let me go. Let's do some super chats here. Let's get to the viewer activity. We got El Nini 2796 for the $5 super chat. He said, "Don't squeeze the Sharma getting the AI Avengers to run Xbox." That is wild. That is wild.
AI Avengers.
The AI Avengers. That is wild. Okay, that is wild. All right. What else we got? Major Claridge sent another membership to the chat. So if you see that membership, please give him a shout out. Thank you so much, brother. And he sent a £2 super chat, right? That's the British pound. Thank you very much, kind sir. All right. Appreciate it, brother. Really appreciate you, man. Marco81 with a $5 super chat says Phil was in denial pre-Xbox Series launch, though. He legitimately thought he was cooking with day-and-date Game Pass. People did warn him.
Yeah, he did.
Everybody warned him, man. Like everybody said, all this stuff work, and you know, really people. If anyone's gonna be blamed, it's gonna be the Xbox community. They should have said from the start, do not. And that's one thing I give about PlayStation. There were some people in the PlayStation community that was okay with putting games on PC 2-3 years later. Well, there were a few, but I think generally the entire community was like, no, we want nothing. Like, take it all off. Don't even put it 2-3 years, whatever later. Like if you don't buy a PlayStation, then you will never play this game. You know, I think a lot of people within the PlayStation community was within this sentiment, right? And then you have some people with, you know, agreed with the live service, but then you had a lot of people that didn't. So I think with PlayStation, at a minimum, these moves were divisive and they were loud. People who disagreed was very loud about it, and then you have some people that agreed, whatever, or didn't care. But I think there was a better. I think PlayStation gamers had made it more vocal than Xbox. I was surprised at how many Xbox gamers just jumped across the board and just were in rank and file as if it was their idea. I was just like, what is going on here? Like almost everybody is all in agreement with this. Like, do they not give a damn about their console? Like none of these moves are console centric moves. Not even like it was bad. But now they want
I
exclusive.
mean, I
back
was
in.
one of the people that was in favor of the whole PC releases because I believed, that strategy could work.
Oh, I know.
You
I
I
was
know.
too. I was too.
I
yeah,
know.
And then
you
we
you
saw that it failed.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's the difference.
And I was right again.
The difference is that
Hey, stop
I
it.
held the line. I was against
Drink
this
your
shit.
water.
Rock has all your receipts.
I was against this. I was
You
against
have all
live
your-
Well, I'm not
service. And
denying
M
it.
knows
It's not
I
like-
was like, some people thought I was unreasonable. Like I would say, give them nothing. They're like, damn,
Hey.
not even. I think they were like, people. I think if you remember the podcast, we'd be like, all right, Porter, but how about 2 years? I'm like, nope. 3 years, nope. 8 years,
At
nope.
least me and
10
Em
years,
admit. At least me and
nope.
Em admit that it was a failure. We're not
like
deleting tweets.
nothing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Like nothing. Yeah, like cool, right? You know what I'm saying? Like give them nothing. Like nothing. Like
Yeah.
you know, in my main, and I think ultimately the way I saw was this: if you create a merchandise, a product, right, that's supposed to do something, right, and the person goes, "Fine, I will buy your product," and then you come find out, oh, you didn't really need to buy this product to do the thing because you could have done the thing somewhere else. But that somewhere else wasn't their product. It's someone else's product. So you're like, then why did I spend money directly to you when I could have done, especially PC's a general purpose device. I could have just bought the general purpose device that does other things besides gaming, and I still get to play your content. Why am I giving you the $500 for? Like, what am I getting for $500 for if what you do is done somewhere else on another device? And there's potential, if you're willing to put the money in, the device plays it better. And then if you do little things, and I know you mentioned this, you didn't have to pay online. So like Helldiver was like the biggest thing. You know, M protested that game. Why should he consistently pay more money to keep playing Sony's first party game when other gamers who didn't even buy the hardware, they get to play the game for free every year? They only have to do a one-time purchase. Because technically speaking, you buy Helldivers, you have to consistently spend money to have access to that game. The moment you stop paying for online, that game is useless. It doesn't work.
Yep.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
that is still
And-
something. This is still the biggest reason why I don't support Sony's live service efforts. Because to me, the whole even the live service thing, I was in support of it because it was supposed to serve the PlayStation audience. But then when you come out and then you serve another audience better than your own, like I'm sorry, that was a moment I was like, I'm not supporting any of these things. Even like Hunter's Gathering, like I'm one of the people that actually I've always been saying that Horizon could do a PvE mode. I don't even mind the art style. But again, the PC
But they
gamers
put
are
on
going to
PC.
be able to play it for once. You pay once and play it as much as they want. And console gamers, on PlayStation, they have to, keep paying for it continuously. And I'm sorry, and people, at the time were like, oh, but you have PlayStation Plus. But I'm like, it's the principle of the thing. Like, it's insane to me that to this day, PlayStation first party games cost more for a PlayStation guy than they do for anybody else. That's insane. Even Xbox people on Helldivers pay cheaper to play Helldivers. That's insane. That's an insane thing that Sony did, and that will never be okay. And that was the reason why, between that and putting Helldivers on Xbox, that's why I'm against the whole live service push now, because I'm like, well, you fucked it up. That at the end of the day, it was supposed to serve your audience, and all it did was make your audience second fiddle to other people, and that is not the kind of marketing move that I think brands should do. So at the end of the day, that's a real shame. And if there's anything, the more I was supposed to do a video on Jim Ryan and everything, but the more I thought about those things, the more I was like, yeah, you know what, this has been a terrible, terrible generation as a PlayStation guy. Because while the things in the business may not have been shaken down to the foundation that Xbox is right now, your actual experience, your lived experience as a PlayStation fan has been too many times put secondary to other people's experiences. Like again, Sony had a huge backlash for like email addresses, and they addressed that for the PC gamers. And yet, if you say to even PlayStation fans like, "Hey, we shouldn't be paying more for Helldivers than PC gamers do," it's like, no, you don't get any support, and Sony certainly doesn't come in and make that right. So yeah, no, at the end of the day, they messed up too many things there. And the thing is they didn't need to. Even the PC strategy, it didn't need to go wrong. All you had to do was make sure
Sell more
that
consoles.
you make them wait a generation before you even put a game there. To me, that was the plan. Like, hey, during the PS5, we'll port over the PS4 games.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But you don't get any PS5 games, not even across gen titles, not the Forbidden West and everything like that. So you're waiting a whole 8 years or more, depending on how long the generation is, before you even have the chance to get those games. Because I'm sorry, but 8 years is a long time. Like eight
Yeah.
years. So it's like, to me, that was the entire point of like, you were not putting games on PC to make more money. You were putting games on PC to serve PlayStation. And to serve PlayStation, you had a clear delineation. If there's a PS5 version of this game, you're not getting this game anywhere but the PlayStation until at least the next generation has started. And I think that would have been kind of the middle road to not devalue the console, right? But at the same time, give the chance to not make more money on PC, because that's not the point. The point is to
Get the
entice
PC
people
gamers.
to get the current console that you're on. Because now they know, like, oh shit, if there's a new Uncharted and I enjoyed the last one, guess what? I'm not getting this thing for like 10 years. And listen, there's people that have been seeing Saros gameplay, they can't even wait a week, let alone 10 years. You're just like, can you imagine? They'll just be like, no. But
Well,
no,
it's a
they
way
messed
to
that
fix
up.
that. Not put the games on there at all.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So now it's like it's
Which
one
what
of
they
those things.
doing
It's
now.
almost like when your
You wanna play
child
Wolverine?
comes to you, when your child comes to you and it's like, hey, mom and dad, I would like to go out with my friends, for Friday night. And you're like, okay, fine. Come home by 11 p.m. Then the motherfucker doesn't come home for 2 days. And now you're like, well, look what we have to do. Look what we have. Now you're never going out. Now you forced us to be these kind of parents that ground you for a century because your behavior did this. So this is what PlayStation did to me. Because I was like, okay, put the games on PC, just put them late. Okay, do live service, just again make the PlayStation fan base feel premium. But no, now Sony had to go and do that. And now I'm like, you know what? Fucking then. Now you can all burn to the ground. Like screw all of your projects. I hope Helldivers get shut down. I hope this fair games definitely. I mean, fair game was always.
Oh yeah, that's
But
pretty
even
much
Hunter's Gathering get shut down. All of them. Every live service. Definitely marathon. I'm sorry, entity. Definitely marathon. Just let marathon the most out of them. If I want a developer to be closed from so, it's definitely Bungie. Like I am rooting for all of them to lose their job. You know what I mean? Because this is what you did to me now. Because you spent $3.6 billion and you were like, yeah, guess what? Everybody else is going to get a better experience than PlayStation gamers. Every single person else. Again, marathon on PC, you don't have to pay for online, but you do on PlayStation. So it's just, I'm sorry, like, man, Bungie, listen, if I could burn your office down myself, I would. Because now you've made me that guy.
Luckily, you don't have to. It looks
far.
like they're doing it themselves.
But yeah, you took it way too far, and now you've made me unreasonable. Because again, you just pushed the envelope too far. Okay, I gave you an inch, you took a fucking light year. That's what you did. So no, it's just, man, what a shame. Because it didn't have to go this way.
Yo, it remind me of that old proverb. You know what they say? A neglected child will burn down the village just to feel the warmth. Like, yo, that's
exactly. That's me. That's me. Because I'm like, it didn't have to be this. It didn't have to be this. But you made it this way.
Okay. All right. Any more thoughts?
I guess from an exclusive side, the best thing I would say is, at the end of the day, exclusives, how to say it, it creates brand value, right? Out of that brand value, it creates, I guess, its own cultural environment, right? Like a greenhouse, that certain things can flourish. If you really think about why exclusives is important, like, have a look at when Xbox first came out, they invested in Forza, right? Forza Motorsport. Now, Forza Motorsport itself couldn't compete with, Gran Turismo, and which is understandable. But out of that Forza Motorsport, now we have Forza Horizon, which they're now going to Japan. Again, looks awesome. In addition to that, the Crew, right, the Ubisoft game that wasn't doing really well, copied all of the homeworks from Forza Horizon, and that is a decent game in itself.
It's actually a really good game. Really good game.
Yeah.
I actually got it.
So if anybody who's listening to this as a PC person or an Xbox person who think that exclusives is not good, just think of Forza, all right? They needed Forza to compete with Gran Turismo, and out of that, Horizon came out. Now, Horizon's going to be on PlayStation. It's on PC. But imagine a world where it was just exclusive on an Xbox system. Because if it was exclusive on an Xbox system, I can guarantee you, how many people we have here? 8 people, right, at the moment? Probably at least two of us, would have bought an Xbox console to play that game.
To play which game?
We don't have to. Forza Horizon.
All right, I know one of the two ain't me. I'll tell you that much.
I know it won't be you.
It ain't me. I ain't part of that. So I was like, wait a minute. What you mean, use people?
Better example is me with Mario Kart, right?
Yeah, I played Gran Turismo
Switch 2 for
myself.
it. Yeah,
I played Gran Turismo.
And Forza Horizon is like Mario Kart with real cars.
I just think right now this gen, like, I don't think it would be a good time anyway. Because who's gonna buy an Xbox? Like the name is so tarnished. Because we're talking about, we're in 2026. This console's been out for 6 years, and there is just no hype, no anything, and it's $650, and it's like, Like, who would buy the console now for like a new Forza Horizon? Like, who would buy it? Like, like, what new user would buy it? Because remember, it's not like Forza Horizon 5 came out a year later on PlayStation. It came out 5 years later. So, Forza Horizon was only on Xbox, and it hardly sold. So it's not like they didn't have Forza Horizon
That's
exclusive
because
to the
all-
console. It's always been exclusive
But they
to
had
console.
44 million players.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's like
MAUs,
Only through
brother.
Game Pass.
MAUs.
yeah,
Only
the,
through
the
Game
fan base
Pass.
is waiting for other people to pay for them. Like, you know, like why should I? They're like their mentality is why should we pay for it for full price when you subsidize it and put it on Game Pass, right? So
Facts.
that just yeah, like, and the root of all evil is that, right? So
Yeah. You know, I think like the biggest challenge is like this: the new games that Microsoft acquired, or the franchises, long-standing franchises that Microsoft acquired that they didn't have before in their portfolio, like Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, right? You can say for next gen, make those games exclusive to Xbox. Here's the problem though: Microsoft will be running at a risk because all those games are built for multi-plat revenue. The reason why ABK was so expensive, PlayStation was part of that reason. They made so much, they made millions off of PlayStation. They probably made more money off of PlayStation than they did off of Xbox. That was the value cost of buying
sure.
ABK. Now you're gonna cut that revenue off on Xbox in hopes that it will sell Xboxes, and that you hope you can make back that money and then some. Satya's not gonna risk that. Satya's not gonna risk, cutting games that he had to pay for that because they were based on PlayStation sales, multiplayer sales. So the combination of the combined revenue of PlayStation, PC, Xbox, and maybe Nintendo here and there, whatever. That's why he spent money for. And now people think that Asher Sharma is gonna approach him and say, "Hey, I got a great idea, boss. We're gonna stop making these on PlayStation. Sure, it's gonna result in a lots of money loss, and we pretty much undercut the value of our purchases, but we're gonna do it because the fans expect us to provide them exclusives." Boy,
know
he
what
will
he's
fire
gonna tell
her.
her?
He will fire her
He's
so
gonna be like,
fast.
he's
That
gonna be
girl
like,
is
"Asha,
gone, bro. That
we've been
girl,
negative."
he will fire her on Twitter, live on Twitter. She'll get fired.
Dude, he would look at her and be like, "Asha, we've been negative for the last 3 years."
Yeah.
No.
Don't say that ain't gonna happen. Boy, he will tell her on Twitter, yeah, turn in your resignation. Like, you are out of here, girl.
And he'd use AI to type it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chat GPT message.
That's crazy. All right. Last topic. So the CEO of Take Two had a quick interview. And
A lot, actually.
oh yeah, right. And I'm just doing the excerpt, but via Bloomberg. But he said, Take Two CEO says Grand Theft Auto 6 is releasing on consoles first because Rockstar always starts on console, serving the core consumer. He also says the delayed PC release has nothing to do with their PlayStation marketing deal. So two things that was confirmed. One, what we always knew, GTA 6
marketing deal.
is pretty much a marketing is um pretty much a console centric game. And we saw numbers, I think a few weeks ago, numbers about how much money is made on PC versus console, and it was very low. It was like at the bottom. Everybody else was making more money. They were making more money off of every console other than even PS4. They're still in Xbox One. They were still making more money on Xbox One than PC. So Grand Theft Auto is a very console centric title. The majority of gamers who buy Grand Theft Auto are on consoles. So it only makes sense to cater to the console audience first because that's your primary audience. So you're not going to develop on PC first and then run the risk of having a jank port like Cyberpunk 2077 when the majority of your consumer base is on console. So yeah, it makes sense. It's not PC. So man, PC's been taking a lot of L's in 2026, and I love
For
it.
real.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the L's they're taking. It's amazing. These guys really think they actually think they believe in master race and no one could touch them, and like they're just getting slapped up like almost like every week or something. Like it's beautiful. But anyway,
Glassdoor tried to tell these motherfuckers.
yeah, it's amazing.
weird
It's
how much
amazing the
they-
ass kicking they're getting.
Yeah. It's amazing how much they spend on the hardware, and then they just completely gimp out on the software. They don't want to pay for games.
It's weird.
No,
Like
Henry,
It is
Henry,
They
weird.
spend so
I
much money on
actually solved
hardware,
that question.
monitors, and then where they draw the. It's like the people who buy
Graphic cards, all that.
Ducatis instead of like a Kawasaki or Honda CBR. No, we're getting the Ducati. I'm spending $25,000 on my bike, but then they draw the line on spending $1,000 on a helmet. No, that's too much.
Yeah.
Like they cheap out on the
No,
helmet
but
now.
Totorock, the reason I was off Steam for, I was on and off, but I wasn't looking at Steam a lot. And I always had the question, right? Why PC gamers are always looking for these deals and, deals, this
They ran out of money?
this. No. Actually, it's, how to say it? The best way I would summarize it, it's almost like brainwashing them. Because if you open Steam, right? If you open Steam or Epic or any other PC kind of platform, the first thing you see is sales.
Yep.
Like it's like
Right.
it's just like those ads like corporates, we're closing tomorrow, sale 25% off here, 50% off here. That's all you see. So I think at the end of the day, the PC gamers have been all conditioned to just expect sales. And if a game says, $69.99, they won't accept it because at the end of the day,
I'll wait for it to go on sale.
I'll wait. I'll wait kicks in. Yeah.
I mean, I'll legit admit I do the same thing on my PC.
You know what? This is the part that gets me the most. I saw a content creator today who saw the interview. He was like, here's the difference between PC players and console players. We don't shill out money left and right for these corporations. I'm like, bro, first of all, most of the PC players, when P-Rock pulled out the graph like 2 weeks ago, most of the PC players are in China. And that's because we didn't realize that consoles were actually banned there for like almost 15, 16 years. That's where a lot of the revenue's going. It's like, yeah, my dad could beat up your dad type of energy all over again. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Shut up.
And they still don't have the biggest.
And the funny part is they try to say because of the money transaction. Oh, PCs don't do that. I showed the report. Half of PC revenue is money transactions. They're just paying it on other games, but they are all about money transaction. They cannot come and complain to console gamers how we're stupid for buying money transaction stuff across the games. They're half their PC revenue is that. It's not game sales. It's not especially premium game sales. Like PC is not the market for premium day one game sales. So they're creating the environment themselves. They're relying more on money transactions, and like the report talked about a higher interest in games that are outside the top 20. So they're creating their own market where premium game sales is not something they're really interested in, other than the ones or twosies like the Resident Evils and stuff like that. But the Take-Two CEO is clear on the data. It's the console gamers that buy their games in bulk, day one and all that stuff. So that's their core audience. Why would PC gamers expect Take-Two to prioritize PC gamers when they're not the ones buying most of the games? And you know what I'm saying? PC gamers get mad at stupid shit. So they come out and say, oh yeah, I don't buy games day one, but then they get pissed off when the company doesn't prioritize them. Right. Like, are you dumb? Like, what are you talking about?
And then like the topic says it's console first, right? Like GTA has always historically been PlayStation, whether it was 1, 2, Grand Theft Auto London, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas. It was always on PlayStation. 4 was like the only one where they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna give the DLC to Xbox first.
Yeah.
But then again, like
Xbox paid for that.
Grand Theft Auto 5, they paid for it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah. I remember when the PS5 port came out for Grand Theft Auto 5, it was actually cheaper for PlayStation players than it was for Xbox players to upgrade. Like, it's just always been home to PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Resident Evil. The original trilogy was on PlayStation before they started porting it over to like Dreamcast and the Genesis and all that, or the 64. My fault. It's just it's synonymous.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's right. It's just right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did RE4 came out on GameCube first?
The what?
Did, yes.
RE4, yeah.
RE4?
It was exclusive. Yeah, they had like an exclusive deal for a couple of years.
Yeah.
RE started with RE Remake. That was the first Resident Evil. Or was it RE4
Not
then RE? No, it was
Zero,
RE
I think
remake.
Zero was
they had
first.
RE2 on in Nintendo 64.
No,
Yeah.
that's not the question.
No, we're talking about the exclusive though.
But I think
When
Zero
they got the
came out
exclusive
Oh,
on
one?
GameCube.
Never mind.
Was
and
it
then
4
4.
or a remake?
I
What-
think it
I
was
forgot
Zero
which-
and then remake. And
Okay.
then 4. But
Okay,
then
then
when it came to PlayStation 2, it had exclusive DLC that GameCube didn't have.
Another thing, remember, well, it's funny though, Dreamcast got, remember Code Name Veronica
Code
first.
Veronica.
They got it first, Code Name Veronica. I hope they make a remake of that.
I think that's next.
That would
I think
be
that's what's next.
awesome.
That's what all the
Oh,
rumors
that-
are indicating.
That would be so awesome.
I think they should remake a lot of Dreamcast games.
And it's a long game too. Code Veronica is very long.
Oh, a lot of
Yeah.
backtracking in that. That should be
There's a
fun.
lot of backtracking in
She
that
has the
game.
dual
It took me
wielding
forever
too,
to
or
beat
she?
that game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It
Yeah.
took me forever.
Right.
It took me forever to beat
So
that
the
game.
second thing with this Take-Two announcement was confirmation that there is a PlayStation marketing deal in place, but it had nothing to do with PC. So Take-Two CEO wanted to make sure that it wasn't PlayStation paying to keep the games off PC, which wouldn't even make sense, right? Because there was a lot of rumors from the PC community saying, "Oh, Sony's paying for, to keep this game off PC." And I'm like, "All right, PC gamers, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, Sony's planning to go day and day and do a PC launcher, but then on the flip side, they're gonna spend money to keep games away from PC. Like, which is it?"
Well, no.
Like, so
what
they-
they're going to
so
do
they-
is they're going to treat it like Hogwarts
Fuck.
Legacy. They had a marketing deal for that shit too.
Yeah.
It's just every time you see a trailer for it, it's only going to have the
PlayStation.
PlayStation logo
Yeah.
to show to the audience that, oh fuck, I'm going to have to play. I need a PlayStation to play this. Quietly, it was on Xbox, but most of the sales for Hogwarts Legacy were on PlayStation. They're going to treat it like that exactly.
Yeah,
I don't see why I don't see why those PC dudes upset about it. I mean, Rockstar already did this with the 2 previous games. They did it with GTA 5 and they did it with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right. They just hate being second-class
gamers. And
gamers.
then they come to PC later. I mean,
they just hate being second-class
Because
gamers.
it's a symbiotic relationship between exclusives and install base, and they go hand in hand. And this is why that people don't get that why you want exclusives, right? So
exactly.
And then this is how you gain install base and how you gain more third-party developer wanting to have partnership with you, because you can not only give them the highest percentage of attachment rate, and also the willingness of Sony to cover the marketing costs, which is like $100 million basically.
Leverage
they're not
goes a long way.
If anything, the $1 trillion company should have been first in line to fucking take up that marketing deal.
Yeah, true. They got the money to blow.
Yeah. Well, we've seen them, like, for the lack of better phrase, I'll use the words they like to use. Money had it. Exclusives. They didn't know what to do with them. They didn't know what to do with them. They put it between the releases of a Battlefield and a Call of Duty, so the game completely went dud. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah, Microsoft's strategy on money hand games, they just don't know how to pick the right games. And then to find
I don't
out,
think they know marketing very well.
Yeah, and to find out that some games they were able to money hat and they said no to, like Grand Theft Auto 3.
They actually did Tomb Raider too.
They said no, but think of the games they said no to. They said no to Spider-Man.
They said no to Spider-Man.
Really, they said no to Marvel because Marvel said, "Hey."
That's all of Marvel. You're right.
They went to Marvel. What's crazy is why did Marvel go to Xbox first to begin with? That's what blows my mind. The fact, true, right? They probably did. They sold Microsoft with the trillions. Yeah, they may know a good point. The money.
Remember that Sony didn't have Insomniac, so it's not like it wasn't
true. Sunset Overdrive. They had Sunset
Overdrive.
People always say that. People always say like, "Oh, if Microsoft had taken them, they wouldn't have had anyone." And I'm like,
they did have them.
They would have gotten Insomniac because Insomniac was independent.
The exact same people to make it. It'd just be an Xbox exclusive this time around.
Your guys didn't buy Sunset Overdrive. That's why.
Exactly. See, that's
Insomniac was a free agent. Insomniac would have worked for them, so it's like that's the one thing that it's funny. Xbox people don't know their own history, that they don't know like how these moves could have gone differently. When it comes to this GTA 6 thing, I just think that first of all, the marketing deal, it makes perfect sense. I don't think that Microsoft wants to be in a position, because let's face it, even if Microsoft doesn't know how to advertise things as much as Sony does, right? Because Microsoft, we talk about how they don't know how to pick games, but there's somebody in Microsoft that's a freaking genius. There's somebody there that gets games for Game Pass, and they have continuously been great. Like for example, Hades True, that's on Game Pass. You know,
Flipskew.
Expedition 33, that was on
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass. What was
Hollow
that?
Knight.
Was it like the Outriders or something?
Hmm.
That one, the one that had it.
From People Can
Jesus, I'm
Fly.
forgetting. But yeah, it was up towards the beginning of the generation. He made like a big splash. Um, and anyway, someone in the chat would get it. But it was on Game Pass, and that was another thing that they did. So it's like they get a Game Pass deal, but it's almost like they don't want to pay for the marketing deal besides that. Because to me, I'm like something like Clear Obscure Expedition 33 and Hades 2, you should be blasting that as if it was your own exclusive,
They got Silk Song
Because
on
at
there
the
too,
end of the
didn't they?
day, pardon?
They got Silk Song on there too. Hollow Knight Silk Song. It was on Game Pass too,
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And
it?
it's
They got
like, but they
bangers.
pay for the Game Pass, right? But they don't actually pay to just get the exclusive marketing deal. Because
Mm-hmm.
to me, I would have been like, wait, what are we doing? Like, we have like three of the top indies that everybody's loving. Why don't we just, and the funny thing is that with a lot of these things, except for Expedition, the other two were sequels. So there was a built-in fan base, right? Hollow Knight,
Mm-hmm.
the Silk Song was waited on for years. I mean, Silk Song was at the indie GTA, right? It was like for a good moment there, people were like, what's gonna come out first? Silk Song or GTA 6? You know what I mean? You
Yep.
know? And then there is Hades 2, which again, huge fan base, and you already know that fan base is built in. When you are doing this Game Pass deal, why don't you just say, hey, can we take off your marketing for you as well? Can we just do this, the whole thing? And then just make sure that you get the thing first. And I just think, oh yeah, and I think Lies on P is on Game Pass, but I think Lies on P went on Game Pass after it went on PlayStation Plus. So I think that one's a bit different. But yeah, the point is that there's somebody there, and that's the executive, right? Whoever that is, that's who Aisha Sharma should be bringing up as part of her Avengers team. It should be that Game Pass guy or girl. And you just be like, hey, we're gonna do the exact same thing you've been doing, except this time we're gonna market it as if it was an exclusive to our system. Because that's another thing. It will build up that cachet, that sense of premiumness. That's the thing. A lot of people say that these consoles are expensive, and they are, especially this generation, right? No one can deny that, but they are not so expensive that people will not switch. I never believed that whole, oh, we lost the worst generation that was to lose last generation. I'm sorry. For the majority of people, they only buy 2 games a year. There is no one that's going to be tied down to a particular box because they bought 14 games on a last generation. So it's like every generation, it's not a blank slate, but it is a chance to accrue new customers. And these are the moves that they could be making if they actually wanted to build up for the next generation. Because, yeah, you can't win this generation anymore. It's too late, and it's just too far gone. But you could start making moves that get people to consider you the next time around. And that is the way that you build these things because in reality, nothing is lost, right? If Apple created a box right now, they will surpass Xbox in like
Yeah.
a week or two. And why? They will have no generation. Everybody will have their library on Xbox or PlayStation, but people will still migrate over to the Apple ecosystem if it gave them something worthwhile to have over there. So that's the thing. And I'm just like, man, listen, it's hard to oh, they said Lies of P was day one on Game Pass. Okay. Well then if Lies of P was day one on Game Pass, that's another great win, because that again was another game that people respected a lot, and that's another game that they should have marketed as if it was an exclusive to them, especially with the promise of Game Pass. Because now you're saying, hey, not only is this, a great way to play this game, but you literally have access to it for a low monthly cost and blah blah blah. Sing the praises of Game Pass. And like people have said earlier in the podcast, if you are going to do that, make sure that Game Pass is only available on your console. Do not put it on PC. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Microsoft gets anything from PC like in any real measurable term that would shift the difference. Like I don't think that like, oh yeah, we sold like 50 million less consoles than we did last generation, but don't worry, it was all worthwhile because the PC fan base has got our back. Like I don't think that trade-off was worth it. So listen, man, who knows? It just Anyways,
And
there's
remember,
two
one of
executives I
the
want to go over to PlayStation from Xbox. The person that picks Game Pass games and the person that designs exclusive limited edition controllers. Because those two things they do way better job than PlayStation at. You seen some of these limited edition controllers from PlayStation? God, they're garbage. Jesus Christ. My God. Garbage. Like, for example, the God of War Ragnarok limited, they put a decal of two wolves and they were like, we're done.
It is lazy.
That's it. That'll do. That's God of War. You know, that's the first image you think to your head when you think of Kratos. Not the blades of chaos going down the size of the DualSense. No, it's two wolves. That's cool. Let's just
yeah, but
let's go home.
and one
It's
thing you have
Friday.
to realize is one of the last games they did, Xbox did a massive marketing campaign with was Cyberpunk. Remember Keanu Reeves coming
Oh
and
yeah.
saying
But was
you're
that
all
marketed the
awesome.
game? That was just the stage, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's what you're saying, right? Show a game as if it's your first party, and
No, but I mean more than that. But because I didn't get the impression that Cyberpunk was marketed so people believed it was an Xbox exclusive. You know, I think they just had the one presentation at the showcase, and that was it,
no,
really.
they had several presentations. I think one or two presentations.
But
That
did they have like billboards out there to be like played on Xbox or something for Cyberpunk?
I think I've seen those bus station type of thing with
Yeah,
Cyberpunk and then Xbox
yeah.
on. And also
Okay.
remember they did something with Tom Clancy's Division. I think
Yeah.
Division was pushed ahead with the Xbox as a first push. Battlefield 2042, I think, was pushed with Xbox, and
Yeah.
none of them didn't really work. So,
I think it didn't
you
get
know,
hard enough. Because that's the thing. I think PlayStation goes hard. Like PlayStation makes you feel like it's an entire event that the world should be paying attention to, not just gamers. You know?
yeah, I agree.
Like, even for like Ratchet and Clank, they went way too hard for Ratchet and Clank. They had like exhibitions of like crashed spaceships and everything like that for Ratchet and Clank, and it's like Ratchet and Clank is not a game that sells consoles or anything like that, but I remember that campaign way more than I do the Cyberpunk 27 campaign, which by the way, you're right, it was with Xbox.
Or remember when Horizon had those people dressed up as their walking dinosaurs, right? So they're just
Yeah,
walking, and
yeah,
installations.
they go
Yeah, that's
they go way hard.
yeah. I think they hire great marketing agencies, and then the marketing agency came up with the ideas, and they approved the budget. So I do think
Yeah.
Sony does
Oh,
spend a lot
you
of money
guys remember
marketing.
that marketing campaign they had at the end of last year where they're like building these crazy ass looking
Oh, yeah,
statues
yeah.
everywhere?
Yeah.
Like the spaceship
Yeah.
looked like it was coming out of a
Yeah.
building. There was something in like Australia, something in LA.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that was
they do.
was that for into the no, that was for the what they call it happens on PlayStation. That's
Yes,
what
it
they
happens
called
on
it.
PlayStation
Yeah,
campaign.
it
Yeah.
happens on
And it felt like
PlayStation.
it was an event. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Or like the God of War Ragnarok one where they had the giant Leviathan statues like crashing into the ground and everything like that. And I mean, those are things that get people's attention. And
Yeah.
I think Xbox, if they wanted to get back into this, those are the things that you do. And the good thing is that we've never asked these exclusive games to come only from your first party. That's the thing. What matters is exclusivity, not which party it comes with. Like for the longest time, I didn't know anything about developers or studios or anything like that. I just knew this game said only on PlayStation, so it was exclusive to PlayStation. I didn't care if it was made by Rockstar or Naughty Dog or anything of that sort. It was just like, this is an exclusive. I can only get it over here. And if I'm interested, I get it over here. So to me, I don't think that they have to, have every single game that is a marquee title for their platform be coming from one of their studios. If your studios are not ready, buy it. Like it's literally you're like Batman, you're like Bruce Wayne. Your superpower is your ability to buy shit. So buy it. And buy the exclusive right to that particular game and exclusive marketing and let your brand grow through that way.
I'm gonna say one more thing. It's gonna be very funny at the end of the year where they're like, damn, Grand Theft Auto sold 50 million copies on PlayStation, 5 on Xbox.
This guy.
Man.
I'm gonna say one more thing.
None on PC.
This marketing deal, it says to me that I will be disappointed if GTA 6 is not 60 frames per second on the base PlayStation 5.
They have
Because
to. They have
you
to. I'm
It will
say
sure.
be.
that you had a partnership before the console was even announced. You pay for the marketing right, and you're telling me that the vast majority of PlayStation 5 customers will not be able to play that 60 frames per second.
I'm sure they would, because if they signed that long before the generation started for Grand Theft Auto 6 with the marketing deal, I'm pretty sure they have Sony engineers over there like, all right, motherfuckers, this is what y'all got to
They
do.
should have Sony's over there. They should certainly have Sony's
All hands
over
on
there
deck.
way more than Bungie. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Take all of them. Man, if I take Bungie stuff and put them over there, just
All hands on deck. Take everybody from everywhere. Just
they
make
take
it
everything from
happen.
Bungie. Everyone from Bungie is available. Fuck that marathon bullshit. We're gonna go for the sprint. Okay, go sprint to that finish line. Bring that 60 frames per second. Okay, over to the people. Okay, because I'm sorry, I know that on the Pro it will have it, but the Pro will probably sell like what 10, 20 million units by the time the generation is over. So the vast majority of people are still going to be on PlayStation 5 base, and I think that they should have a great experience with the base PlayStation. So yeah, I'm sorry, but it would just be monumentally stupid of Sony if that is not available there.
Good point. All right. Okay. Anybody else? I think that's it. I think we covered all the topics. I think we had a good run. Good show. What's up? All right.
This man wants to go eat.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I think we're done. I think we're all done. We're
Yeah,
all so
time for
tired.
food.
So tired.
There is one more
so
super chat.
tired.
There is one more super chat,
Oh, yeah,
but you had it right though. This guy wants to eat. M knows me very well. Quentin, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, did you guys talk about the Xbox financials and the Premier League exclusives are coming back? Also looking forward to 007 First Light. So we didn't talk about. Well, we kind of died a little bit when we talked about the leadership change and stuff like that. But the actual breakdown of financials, I'll talk about it on Friday along with other stuff. We'll go through. I've seen some videos of Xbox podcasts talking about they want exclusives. So I've seen some good ones. So I'll give my
totally
reactions.
like a Microsoft podcast.
What?
We're totally like a Microsoft podcast. All
Yeah,
we ever
that's
do,
it.
'cause- Yeah.
It's just that
all we ever do is
it's
talk
so
about their mishap because
it's so juicy.
fucked up so much.
It's so juicy. It's like a car wreck. You just gotta slow down and look at it.
slow down and watch it.
You gotta slow
It's
down.
funny how
and
that
look. You
PlayStation
be
VR
like, "Damn it, I'm
died off,
late,"
like
and then all of a
nobody's talking about
sudden,
it anymore at all. Like,
you're like, "Damn it, I'm late," and then you stop and slow down. You're like, it's like a good car wreck and stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna do our outros, kicking it off with Will.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for having me, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the panel. You guys could follow me on my channel if you want. I'm actually gonna stream Saros right after this. I'm fully addicted to that game, man. I can't put the controller down every time I play it.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna have the
it's so
voice
woke.
voice from the movie Carrie. They're laughing at you every time you die. Laughing at you. Shut up. All right, brother, man.
You should be
Enjoy
wearing
that
the
stream.
IGN
Hit that like button, everybody.
7 out of 10 score T-shirt while you play.
Oh man, old Collie's
Oh,
funny
that
for
was
bro.
awesome. Oh yeah, that was a good flex, man. That guy has a good sense of humor. That was hilarious. Shout out to him, man. That's good stuff, man. All right.
Yo, people, listen, I am also very much contemplating my life in relation to Saros because the game is addictive. The game is great. It's just
Really
fantastic.
good.
It's everything you want from a
It's
game.
game of the year,
It's that old
Saros.
school feel.
That's how we got to talk about
Yes,
it.
it's that old school feel. That arcade, just one more run kind of a thing. It's exactly what I found in Hades 2 as well. It's just, man, we're getting so many great games, man. Listen, man, so many great games. It's incredible.
Puro.
It's crazy. It's just, man, like the gaming industry, for all of its mishaps and all of its missteps, and there are many, and we can talk about all of them. But when you get a game like this, man, it makes you want to forgive everything. You know what I mean? Just like it is a fantastic game. So I will be potentially playing Star Wars again at some point. I'll probably stream it. Unfortunately, I can't watch any of Chibu's stream because he's ahead of me, and I don't want to see any spoilers whatsoever. You know, because otherwise he's going to say, "Oh, the reason you beat that boss the first time is because
Because you
watched
watch
me
me.
die to it 17 times." You know, so so I can't have that. I can't have that. You know, so I've got to go in blind as possible. But you know, I leave a like button on his stream. You know, I just
Chill
pop
Will's not
by,
petty
see
Appreciate
the
you.
like
boy you
that.
like. You
Appreciate you.
know, so there's that. But yeah, so there's that. I'm going to definitely create some videos this week because I have a lot on my mind and I've been
Wow.
wanting to talk on those topics. So that'll happen. But yeah, listen, go out there, play video games. It's fantastic. Whether it's something from your backlog, whether it's something nostalgic, you know, or whether you're just catching up like what was it Terrorbeef was doing on like Batman things that you missed out on, you know, whatever it is that you're going to do, as long as you find, you know, a way to enjoy your gaming time, you know, that's fantastic, you know. And also I highly recommend you do not play Cyrus on the PlayStation Portal. Okay, it's just you need more physical space than
Yeah,
that.
you need
And
like a bigger
also
screen. I can only imagine
biggest
playing
thing,
on that tiny screen.
yeah. So I tried playing it before I died, but there's a reason. Do you know the reason I died? Not even the screen, the back buttons. Listen, if there's any game
Mm.
that's going to sell you on a DualSense Edge,
Hmm.
it's this game because
Okay.
those back buttons come in clutch, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is frantic enough that the back buttons make a huge difference. So we'll not be doing that again. That's what I learned, you know. So, anyways, Portal is great. I recommend it for every game, not for Cyrus because I highly recommend having a DualSense Edge for that one. So if you don't have his DualSense Edge yet, go visit Facebook Marketplace because a lot of people let it go for not that much money. So
Mm.
go ahead.
Okay,
Oh,
Henry,
Okay.
welcome
So,
back.
hey, thanks. Good to be here. Just you know, on the topic of spending money on microtransactions. So last year I bought the expansion for the Division 2, Battle for Brooklyn for $20. And then I looked at it just now. I think I spent over $50 on microtransactions buying like, you know, different outfits and gears for different for my character. So that's, you know, the effect of microtransaction. Yes, I'm still playing that game. And the one more week there's the
Are they
Cherry
going to make a
Blossom
third one?
Festival. They are making a third one, but only
Okay.
because of the fan support. So it's just started development. But they're still supporting the
Nice, nice.
second game. So nice events, you know, fun things to grind for, you know, if you like looter shooters. Anyway,
Do you stream?
I don't stream it because, you know, I need to concentrate when I aim down sights. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, but
Hmm.
I'd be happy to play with you guys if you guys want to play, you know. So, but anyway, if you guys like to check out my work, I have a link tree and just look up Made by Henry, and then there'll be a bunch of links on there. And that's it. And happy to be here. Hit the like button and make sure you guys check out Chill Will's Dream after this
I appreciate you.
because I won't
Okay.
be there because, you know, that's how I'm gonna know what happens in that game.
All right, Doughboy.
Yeah, Sam. I'm also gonna be heading to Will Stream after this. I got to do some cleaning up and maintenance around the crib real quick, but I'm gonna
Appreciate
be
y'all.
over there. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there with him, checking it out. Like you say, Saros ain't really my cup of tea, but I love watching. You know, I watch the brothers play the games and whatnot. The games I don't play.
God,
You know what I
you
mean? I
gotta
can't.
play it,
I
dude.
know, I
It's
know,
so
I know. Yeah,
good.
that's
It's
why.
so
That's
good.
why. That's why I couldn't
He's
watch
playing
y'all
Arkham
play.
though.
I could.
Doughboy's
Yeah,
playing Arkham.
yeah. You're playing Arkham.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Your
gonna play
Doughboy is
too.
better than Arkham. Play now.
Oh man. But yeah, man, I'm just you know, getting back in the swing of things, man, playing a whole bunch of different games, just getting stuff going and stuff, man. You but like you said, man, yo, it's just a lot of great games this year. There's a lot of great games, you know, in the past year. So man, just make sure at the end of the day, just play a game. No matter where you playing it at or how you playing it, just man, play a game, bro. Hashtag play a game. And so you heard that from Doughboy, man. So I'm a I'm gonna be playing games, and I hope y'all be playing games as well. I mean, and make sure y'all like the pod, man. Show love to everybody on the pod, all the channels and whatnot, all the brothers, man. And y'all have a good one, man. Catch y'all next week, hopefully.
All right. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for coming through.
Yes, sir.
And Entity.
Yeah. Everyone, thanks for that. Good discussions. Yeah, at the end of the day, main questions, why they are moving those personnel. Saros is amazing. I cannot wait for the updates to come. And by this time, I think next week, today or by this time next week, tomorrow, we'll know all of the juicy Sony financials for their
May
financial
8th,
year.
right?
Yeah. Oh, is it 8th? I thought it was
I
the
think-
13th. So.
I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, there
It's
we
coming
go.
up, though.
So something to talk about.
All right. Okay. And Sean.
Sean
Yeah.
pop back in.
Yeah, my router was in maintenance, and like it to decide to do it at the weirdest freaking moment.
That's just bad timing, bro.
Because I seen
That's just
everybody
bad
froze
timing.
up. I thought somebody was doing a prank or something. I'm like, wait, why everybody froze up? All right, but yeah, but as far as me, I do the trophy guides, I do the let's plays, because like I said, I actually just started getting into physical media now, so now I'm actually I have some games that's actually coming up. So I got Persona 3 Reload, that's another one I'm going to be doing, Stellar Blade, and also going to be doing what was that other game? It was another one on Sonic Superstars. That's I'm getting that, but it's on the back burner for right now because I still got Pragmata to beat.
Luckily, it is on the disc. I'm gonna get my physical copy this week. I had to pay the mortgage. Fuck.
Yeah, so I'm definitely getting Saros. So like I said, I will be doing that eventually. But yeah, you can follow me on my channel. I'm gonna drop the link in the channel. So thank you for a great podcast, and also shout out to the chat and shout out to the panel, and make sure you follow their channels and also other links that they have in the chat as well.
Okay.
You the man.
All right. Awesome. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for showing up, rocking out. It was a great time, guys. To the viewers, hey, family, friends, thank you so much for rocking out with us. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're new to the channel and you checked us out, hope you stick around and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget hit the like button. And oh wait, we got one more super chat before we go. John Baptiste says that crossbone Saros is a cheat code.
It's your best friend.
I like cheat codes. I like
And the
cheat
Lakers
codes.
lost, so I'm happy. So
Hey,
shit. Oh shit. Knicks won.
They're not.
Boy.
They're not going past. Okay, so
That
they're not. Going
Knicks, boy, the
They're not
ass
going past.
beating.
Knicks gave
The
Philly
ass
belt, boy.
beating.
Woo, yeah, the Knicks.
Ooh, we putting belt to ass
Bro,
everywhere,
they've
boy.
been on a roll since Game
Like
7.
we're,
When it was
we're
77-22.
demolishing.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
I told you.
What was that game? Was a game by 50?
7.
Yeah.
Game 7. Oh,
that was
God,
crazy.
dude.
They blew them out the water.
It was like watching
them out.
if Mike Tyson fight an infant. God damn it.
Oh.
It was so one-sided.
Oh
It was
man,
not funny.
that was Child Protective Services needed to be called, bro, because
We
good
was better off
lord.
P when you need them, right? So
Yeah, so good stuff. Hey, anyway, hey guys, I really appreciate you rocking out with us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in Friday for Friday Night Live, where we could chill and hang out and stuff like that. But anyway, your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. And on behalf of the cast of 60 Frames No Lag, we're all saying good night, good day, have a nice time, and we'll all see you next week. Anyway, we'll take care. Peace.
I already know. Peace.